Hello, everybody.
Blind Wave.
Welcome to the Blind Wave podcast. That was a little Blind Wave intro song that was made by who was it, Rick?
Joseph
Umpak. All right.
Joseph Umpak.
I think a podcast or two ago he wanted us all to yell Blind Wave at the same time, and that's what he did with it, and we played it there in the intro.
Joseph. Good job.
Yeah, that was really great. I enjoyed that.
I thought it was pretty cool. I like it a lot.
Yes, it was.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed that as well. And along with enjoying stuff, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the last couple of days because we're into October now, so we're in the Scream stream, which you may have noticed with the overlay that Rick had on.
Yeah.
So so far we've had Rick and Calvin playing some stuff. There is a schedule that was posted over on Twitter.
I can show it.
And I think it's been posted in Discord and stuff, different places. However, we have to make some changes to it. So tomorrow is going to be altered a little bit because Shane's not going to be here because of a baby, and I'm going to be gone because of a death in the family. So So I think instead of what we're going to do is a Madonna of Man or whatever the game was called. I forget the name of it. I think instead you guys are going to be doing Eric's going to be starting Last of Us.
Yeah.
On Friday during what would be the group stream
At like 1 p.m.
around 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So roughly around 1 p.m.
So it'll be a little early.
Changing that up, but and then probably finishes Legend of Zelda stream on Saturday.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
You don't get it. It's pretty spooky. All right?
Okay.
It's pretty
Some
surreal.
little bats throwing bombs and stuff. It's kind of dungeons.
I'd be scared of bats throwing bombs.
The scaredness. I don't know. That eventually put a disclaimer there. But yeah, so I will be having my Saturday Link's Awakening. I should be finishing it. That'll be at 2 p.m. on Saturday, which I'd never played at 1 p.m. And then next week, once I've finished Zelda, Last of Us will just move to Saturday at 2 p.m. So.
Okay. And I guess what should be said to one. I mean, they've been played by someone. Like I've played Outlast and Soma, but most of the games that are being played are like Blair Witch is Calvin's first time. The Last of Us, like Shane's played, but Eric hasn't.
Yeah.
Soma I've played, but Rick hasn't. So everyone that's playing the games is going to be blind playthroughs. And then there's going to be a soundboard bit store thing that we've added now below the stream, and you can like buy clippets of sounds that will play on stream using your bits to do your jump scares. And I changed it that way so that people know what they're getting, so they can go through and you can actually listen to what the 6 sounds are, and you can be like, ooh, I want this one, right? And then you can try to time it right too. So
Okay. Cool.
So if you're looking at the schedule, there's Resident Evil 2 from me, and then that's gonna be on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Rick's is gonna be let's see, what are you doing now? Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu, the official video game.
And then once he finishes that, he'll go into Soma, and then maybe Blair Witch, depending on how much time he has.
I hope he does.
Calvin and Rick both got like 5 weeks to stream, so they have a lot of time to be able to go through more games, potentially. That's why Calvin also has his Blair Witch on Wednesday, and then when he finishes that, he's going to do Outlast, which he hasn't played yet.
Nope.
I played that, so I might actually try to watch that one. And then he has Little Nightmares, maybe if he needs to cover a little bit extra time.
Okay.
Podcasts are staying Thursdays, and then group streams will be doing the Man of Medan and Dead by Daylight streams.
However, the last podcast of the month is on Halloween, the 31st.
Yes.
It's going to be a special event.
Yeah. It's my girlfriend's birthday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is indeed.
Jancy's birthday's Halloween.
That's awesome.
She doesn't like being scared though. It's sad.
No, she does not.
So
But
the
that'll
special
have
event.
nothing to do with the special event.
Yes. Unless she wants to be a part of it.
Is she the special event? What?
No.
We're
No
not
one.
doing that, Aaron.
Oh.
Stop.
Stop.
So we are going. I'm going to be running a one-shot horror Trail of Cthulhu adventure for the guys.
Yeah.
So if you've been enjoying our Dungeons and Dragons video series, it'll be in a similar vein, but horrific
Yeah.
And live.
and live.
And if
So,
you have not been enjoying our Dungeons and Dragons campaign, it's probably because you haven't watched it.
that's true.
It's a lot of fun. Make sure you guys are watching that.
Yeah.
And
Like I'm in it, and I love watching it.
No, yeah. I like watching it back just to.
It's grown more too because everyone's kind of like gotten more invested into their characters and a little bit more involved in the story that's coming through and stuff. So I think it's been really good. And like every day I'm always like, man, I want to do another D&D. I want to see more of where our story's gonna go and what's gonna happen with Elor.
And I'm like, oh no, I'm not ready for another D&D. They did something else, and I have to rewrite everything.
Right? I'm like, guys, we have enough, right? Give me like we'll do another 2 weeks or something. I'm like, damn, no.
We filmed a little segment yesterday, and something happened that shocked me so much. I was like, well, shit. What happens next? And then we stopped.
Hope you guys enjoy it.
So yeah, a lot of good stuff with that. So yeah, the 31st, instead of a podcast, we'll be doing that. That'll be starting early.
It'll be starting early. I need at least 3 hours. I would like to have 4.
Yeah, so we'll try to let you guys know what time that's going to be starting for that. And then on Saturdays, Eric's going to finish Legend of Zelda and then start Last of Us, which he's never played, which that should be fun.
Yeah.
I've never played it either, so
Yeah.
I might
Neither
play it.
have I, yeah.
I might play it closer into like beginning of next year, since Last of Us 2 is going to be coming out like in February.
Shane and I streamed
It's a
it
co-op
together.
game, right?
No,
No.
it's not. Not at
No.
all. No.
Fucking idiot.
What?
No.
What horror game was I
Get
thinking
outta
of?
here.
Knew that.
No, what like horror game was I thinking of this like co-op?
What's the one that you two played?
Dead Space 3.
Dead Space
Didn't
3
you
was
guys play
co-op.
something co-op one time?
I mean, we played #Killer Zombies or something like that. Remember that? That was fun. Dude, that'd be more fun now because
Obscure.
yeah, it's not that one. Gears of War. It's kind of
No.
kind of
Kinda.
scary.
A little bit.
A little bit scary.
Dead Space
No,
3
I-
is the only
I
one I
can't
can think
remember.
of that was like a horror game.
I was
that
thinking
they-
there was one that was like co-op, but also like heavily story and stuff.
Dead Space 3.
I don't know.
I like it.
I've never played.
Rick and I played that on stream.
We did.
Last stream, I believe.
We did.
I've never played Last of Us, so I don't even know.
So yeah, but no, I think there's some really good games on here. There's some games that none of us have played, like Blair Witch. It just came out recently. I'm really hoping that's a good game, and it's on my list to play. But I was like, well, I don't know if I can get through all of Resident Evil 2, so I'm not going to add more games that I need to play. So
Call
Let me
of
tell
Cthulhu
you.
has been very good so far. It's based off from the tabletop RPG system,
okay,
which is interesting. I have some problems with the gameplay mechanics, but the atmosphere and the story and the scariness of it have been fantastic. So it's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, month of October is going to be crazy. We're going to have a lot of awesome streams. No way that everybody's going to be able to watch it all.
No.
But you should try.
Yeah.
yeah, check out what
If you
can.
dare.
You should try. It's scary how much you'll miss.
I'm glad to have more people involved in it because like each October, like it kind of gets a few more people each time. Yeah, and I'm like, it's not just me trying to stream, and then the people just be like, "Ha, fucking scare," and I'm like, "No, scare someone else, please."
Sure.
So, who was it?
It can't possibly be a treat stream.
Not yet.
Not this quick. No,
7 minutes in.
It can't be.
Like we have only been streaming for 15
You
minutes.
got anything in the mail coming?
That's the fastest fucking treat stream ever. Who was it?
Sound like Papa John's.
Really?
That's crazy.
Oh, it's Shane.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's Shane.
Eric just heard Papa John's. He walks in with a baby. No,
I legitimately thought I heard Papa John. By the way,
why'd you show him now? We don't have his stuff set up. Damn it.
I don't.
Go
I don't
back to
have
the
anything.
hospital. Go back.
He did say Papa John's, but it is Shane.
Okay, I knew
okay.
it. I knew it. He shamed me. I was like, yeah, I didn't hear it.
I want to hear Eric full hope.
Hey, what's up?
What are you doing?
Where's the subway?
She's like 2 centimeters dilated.
Where's the baby?
Still in her.
You didn't bring a baby and put it in the box and put it on the table?
They
You
can't
gotta
hear
take
it.
this Subway gift card.
I left her in the
Shane,
car.
they can't hear anything you're saying.
Yeah, we
can't
don't
hear
have
it
it.
all?
We don't have
No.
it set up for you at all. So we didn't think you were gonna be here.
Well,
Here's your thing.
okay. I got about 5-10 minutes.
What? I'm just setting all this up for 5 minutes. Get out of here. No.
Okay, just come and use my mic.
No, unplug it. Unplug it. Unplug it. No.
Good lord!
This is chaos.
What?
Shane showed up
Why
and
did
it's
you
chaos.
show up and cause this chaos?
That's the second thing he spilled today.
That wasn't
Just fucking get out of here. No. 24 hours?
You got grape Jones soda. I'm so pissed.
You got to go to the farmer's market. You got to go to Huck's, man.
I
How's
go
everybody
there.
going?
We're just talking about streams and what's coming on Twitch and some
And how
schedule
you're not-
changes.
You got a drink,
Participating.
So, Shane, where have you been?
Yeah.
I've been at the hospital. So, we were supposed to go in last night. They told us to come in at 10 p.m. And they were going to...
What?
I can't remember what it's called. Maybe Aaron knows. Soften cervix.
Why would I know?
You fucking... Melanie's a nurse?
I'm not.
I figured you pay attention.
No, that's what she
he
hates.
doesn't know.
That's why she's mad at me.
That aren't no. Why did you go to the hospital?
Joy's pregnant. She's getting induced. But then they called us last night and said, don't come in tomorrow until between 5:30 and 6 a.m.
Okay.
Okay, that's early.
So I was like, God damn it.
So they called you and said, come in super early.
Yeah.
Okay,
They said they said there wasn't any room for us last night.
Yeah.
So we woke our asses up this morning, and I couldn't sleep well at all. I kept getting up, got up, took a piss, got up, took a shit,
Yep.
realized I had 2.5 hours of sleep, and then I lay down like, all right, now I have 2 hours and 15 minutes of sleep.
But it's all
Now I
worth it.
have 2 hours of sleep. You
Getting
know,
up that early is worth it because you're going to go and you're going to have another child.
yes. Okay, and then we get up, we drive to the hospital, go up to the OBGYN or the birthing center. Okay.
Obstetrics.
The birthing pod.
Yeah.
Yes.
We get there, open the door, and they said, "Oh, sorry, no one called you, but we don't have room for you again." I was like, "Are you shitting me?"
So early Shane and your very, very pregnant wife.
Yeah.
Have to leave.
Early
So,
Shane.
I said, early. I was like, "What? Just some unscheduled pregnancies?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that happens. I'm like, I think the scheduled ones should be the ones who get a room. The unscheduled ones don't.
It's just like in Seinfeld.
Away.
They didn't plan for this.
Yeah.
It's not like a hotel room.
Like, we planned it, man.
It's just like the car rental in Seinfeld.
Exactly. They should have planned it.
Dude, if you played your cards right, you could have went out and found a manger because all the rooms were taken, you know?
That's what it
And you
felt
could
like.
have birthed the second coming.
It felt like we were married.
Or the Antichrist.
It felt like I was married. And
You were married.
I was.
You were married.
I was
And your
carrying.
pregnant wife was Joseph.
Yeah. Yes.
This is your burden.
So
You came to work.
yeah, I dropped Joy off, and I came to work just because I was tired. But I didn't want that to stop me, really.
Yeah.
And I knew we were going to play Fireball Island. So I got here, I got mailbag, waited for Rick to get here. Because, I had my key, but I was just talking to my friend on the phone out there. Waited for Rick to get here, and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And I'm thinking, well, I was really tired, and I was going to go home and take a nap because I didn't know when they were going to call. They could have called tomorrow. I was like, well, fuck these guys. They already asked for the day off.
Yep.
We recorded a reaction. I'm just going to go home, play video games, and sleep.
Yep.
I came in. Well, half the reason I came in because I want to play Fireball Island.
And I'm carrying a board game.
Yeah. And I said, I came to play Fireball Island. I'm like looking like that.
See, you look down in his arms.
Yeah. And he looked at me and he went, we didn't think you were going to be here. So we're not playing Fireball Island. And we had this, like at least 10 seconds of silence. I look at my watch and I'm like, and you can see I'm thinking, maybe I should just go home before fucking Aaron finds out I'm here. Like, why'd you go home? You could have stayed. But I stayed, and we were in the middle of mailbag. And
No,
then,
we were at the beginning of mailbag.
Yeah.
And I went back to go get my phone. 'cause
You hadn't
Joy might
opened a
call.
single package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and when I did that, Aaron or Calvin was like, "Where are you going? Why do you need a phone?" I think it was Calvin.
Huh? No, it was Aaron.
No,
Oh.
you got up in the middle, whatever. Like, what are you doing? Like, my phone. It's like,
and then
you need your phone.
3 minutes later, Joy calls.
Quick call, yeah.
I said, "Oh, it's a good thing I have a phone."
Yeah.
So I went and picked her up.
That's the first time it's been a
You
good
did say
thing.
that.
And we've been there for hours
Yes.
and hours, just sitting there. And they've been asking her questions. Nothing happened. And just like an hour ago, they plugged her into that stuff to soften her cervix.
So they finally started doing stuff, and you left her.
Pretty much. I'm thinking I could have stayed and opened some mail. I could have been in some videos.
Yeah.
And this nurse is looking at me like, "What do you do?" You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Tell her.
I said I'm.
Google me.
I said we're an online talk show.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You didn't like, I watch TV?
Yeah. I play
Yeah, go and play a game I wanted to play when I was a child.
I play video games. Yeah.
All right.
That's the face of
Yeah.
losers.
So I have a few hours.
Yes.
I'm not gonna be gone that long because I feel bad because I keep
Yeah.
going out to the
This
vending
isn't your
machine.
first
They keep-
child.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
It's just
what me and you do
Yeah, it's not special.
when Malachi was born.
During the birth of Shane's
Eric.
first child. During the birth of Shane's first child,
Oh, yeah.
Shane, he needed to go back home because his wife needed something.
Yeah.
All right. And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I'll take you. Let's go. I drove him. We went back to his house, and we got the thing. Went no time at all. We're like, man, we made a great time.
That's
what
that's
we,
not what happened. Yeah.
You know what we should do to make up this time? Play Smash Brothers. So while Joy was she in labor at the time?
She was like, it wasn't now. Like she was in labor.
She's like,
was in
push! Ah!
We played a couple rounds,
Like 10.
half a dozen, and then we left. No one knew what happened until we started boasting about it years later.
Yeah. So, anyways, just want to say hi to everybody. Hope everyone's doing well.
Yep.
And I really enjoyed people trying to figure out.
Won't be getting to that while you're gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
so get out of here so we can talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Will Shane have another? Okay. I don't know. We'll see. I think this is the last kid for me. Let's have some running around I don't know about.
Which is almost a certainty.
Okay.
I'm raising one secretly.
Go.
What the hell? What's that noise?
Someone's calling me
Take
from
your
Florida.
Spilly Jones soda. and
Billy
leave.
Jones.
All right, Shane. Well, you go do that. Be with your wife. Bring a life into this world, and we'll enrich that world here without you.
All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye, Shane.
I also came back to get my Nintendo Switch.
Oh, you had an all. You didn't even come back.
You
for
want to play
us.
some
Fuck.
Smash while she's there? That'd be funny. No.
Keep
we
up the
got-
tradition.
We got responsibilities now.
All right, gentlemen. See ya.
All
Everybody,
right. Good luck.
Shane.
thanks for watching.
Keep us updated.
Yep, I will.
All right.
Call Eric a couple more times.
So where were we?
And if it's gonna be like a long labor, we'll just call me and we'll go watch Joker or something.
All right.
Okay. All right. So
We
that
were
was-
talking about Scream Stream. I don't know. We should move on to the favorite things of the week.
Well, Scream Stream was one of my favorite things of the week, although I haven't gotten to play yet.
Definitely.
You haven't actually gotten to
I've
stream
been,
yet.
I've been working on Twitch stuff for like so long, trying to like get this stuff ready and whatnot. So I'm excited for that. But I did do Monday. I played Overwatch, which was really fun. I got to play with viewers. I haven't done that for a while. I'm not as good at Overwatch as I used to be because I don't know half the characters anymore. Not half, but there's a lot of new ones. But it was fun to be able to play with people and
Sure.
we swapped out different viewers and stuff,
Yeah.
and it was fun time. So that was really good. What about you guys?
Favorite things of the week? We had a great day yesterday.
Well, I was gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because mine is the
we
little
all-
puzzle I made.
We all had a great day with that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we want to
I
save
mean,
it till
for
last.
me, now that my girlfriend has told her bosses that she's going to be moving to Ohio to be with me, I can tell people. So that's happening. She's gonna be moving in December, and I'm excited. / got to clean up my garage.
Yeah.
What?
Is she gonna be in there?
Is that what you gonna keep her there? No. I'm excited. / gotta
No,
clean up the garage.
I made a list of like all the stuff that I want to do before she comes.
comes here and makes you.
Well, yes, but no. Just like I want to while there's not more stuff in the house, I'm like, well, here's my opportunity to clean my garage. Like do I haven't got my foundation checked for since I moved in. Just do
The
like
Eric Foundation.
Yeah, exactly. So just do a bunch of little tiny things before the place got more stuff in it.
Yeah.
So
Melanie's looking at houses.
yeah,
Like she's like, I want.
you guys got
You
great
have
house.
2.
Huh?
Yeah. Kind of.
Two. I don't have 2 houses. What?
Yeah, you have 2 living
Yeah.
spaces.
How many bedrooms? Is that wrong to say? I don't know. One people said that you
3.
shouldn't ask that. 3?
3.
Yeah.
We have 3, and
You
we
want
have
more.
4 kids.
4
and
children.
me and Melanie.
Yeah.
And a Dababa.
And a Dababa.
What's that other building then?
Huh?
It's not a house.
Well,
The
Well,
garage?
it's a garage
Is
with
it a garage?
Yeah,
There's
it's
a garage, and then underneath is like an apartment that was gonna be Dababa's, but it hasn't
It's
been
like an
finished.
efficiency apartment.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
I see.
It's fairly
It's like the
small.
apartment I
Yeah.
had on Pennsylvania Avenue. Remember that place? That was a glorified hotel room.
Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah,
Is
down
that
by
over
the,
there?
down by the water park.
Oh,
That was a long
yeah.
That's like a tiny little apartment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never actually
This
been
is-
inside
Dude, that
there.
was
I've driven by there.
that was
many times.
$300, utilities included.
Holy
I saved so much money there.
shit.
The apartment downstairs is maybe a little bigger than that, right? Like I'm trying to remember how big that was.
Yeah.
And that wasn't super big,
No.
like yours there.
Yeah,
But no, like she's been looking at different places like around Devola and stuff that number 1 have more
you
bedrooms.
need more bedrooms.
But number 2 also has like yard that the kids can play on. Because like right now we
Yeah.
just have like that hill,
yeah,
and you
Yeah.
can't really do a whole lot. Like you can't play baseball on a
Yeah.
hill.
You can
know,
sled, but that's
yeah.
only a few days out of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
check
need a
out-
hill for the snow.
yeah. You need to check out Zillow, man.
That's what she's looking at.
Yeah.
She was looking at something. She was looking at Aaron. Look at this one. You want to move here? I'm like, what? That place looks like it would be haunted, but it looks huge. She goes, yeah. It's 1.2 million. I was like, Jesus.
Are you talking
Where?
about that? You
Where
talking
is
about
it?
that place
You know
up
what's
by
crazy?
like Sisler Park?
Maybe I don't
You know
know what
what's
it is.
crazy?
Yeah.
You say 1.2 million, huge, but people don't realize, like here,
Here.
1.2 million is a $30 million house, like in California.
Yeah. Anywhere else, basically.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy, but that's super expensive, dude.
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah. I
want
was like,
that.
I don't
That's
wanna
like
do that.
I think I know what you're talking about. That's like the most expensive one, like for sale around here.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks
Like
ridiculous.
usually, like the crazy ones are like 500,000.
500,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
She showed me one of those too. She goes, look at this. I'm like, that looks really nice. She goes, we could have us and Dababa and my parents. And like,
Oh, well.
Well, some of them do have like guest houses and stuff where you actually could have.
yeah, her and my mom and her, like, you guys can move the blind wave guys. I'm like, I'm not going that far.
No.
Like, you can maybe get Dababa
see
and your
5
parents. I don't need Calvin and Eric and Shane.
We
and
see each other 5 days a week. We don't need to see each other anymore.
So, but yeah, anyway.
Shane can't find his Switch.
Really?
That's what he should put in chat. I can't find my goddamn Switch.
That's the whole reason he came here. That's funny.
We got a lot of viewers today.
Yeah, we do.
It's probably because of the title.
Probably is.
They're
That
like,
probably
ah,
helps.
fucking, please, just say it.
All
It's
right.
going to be a bit
Calvin,
of a puzzle.
Calvin, what was your favorite thing?
I've just got more disappointment on the internet front.
Let me guess.
but
You don't have any.
internet.
I don't have any.
Okay.
I made a contingency plan, a no failure plan that
No failure. Because that seems to have been not the plan. recently.
That's
Okay.
I'm not taking any chances anymore.
No chances.
So
all right, I need to
apparently,
hear if it's foolproof. If I find a hole, I'm going to exploit it.
okay.
Okay.
What are you gonna do to a hole?
Okay. So
Garage.
I had a modem connected to my old to my account at my old address.
Got it. Okay.
That MAC address on
Yes.
that modem is still locked into that address for some reason. They
Okay.
can't change it in their system. It's their fault. They can't solve it somehow. So I was going to circumvent the problem by buying a new modem, one that would work
Yes.
because the MAC address was not provisioned on that old address. And also, if worst came to worst, I could switch over to Cast Cable, and it would work for both, and I wouldn't have to struggle or anything like that.
Okay.
Well, I ordered it. It arrived Saturday,
Yes.
and it was not a modem.
It was not a modem.
It
What
was an Asus router
Okay.
that was repackaged by a person who had ordered the modem that I wanted
Yes.
and put
they returned it.
a piece of shit in the box and returned it for full refund. The company then thinking, oh, this is still a good modem. I'm going to ship it off to this guy who wants this modem. So fuck me. I had to put in for a return. I took it to UPS.
Wait,
they
when
s-
you say a piece of shit,
Like it was rattling.
like a brick or something?
No.
I see people do
like
that.
it was
Yeah.
an Asus router.
Gotcha. Okay.
But like you pick it up and you turn it over and like there's marbles inside of it. Like it's broken, somebody stepped on it, dropped it, hit
Gotcha.
it with a hammer, something. It's just like change rolling around inside of it.
Like Shane's
So-
PS3.
Exactly. Yeah. So I send that back and they say, "Oh yeah, we'll send you a new one. It'll be like 5 days with the, the return thing." So I was
Okay.
just refund me.
Yeah.
I'll buy another one locally. So I went to Office Depot. I bought one. I took it home. Got on the call line. Waited 2.5 hours to talk to somebody. Finally got a hold of somebody, and gave them the MAC address and said, "Okay, yeah, great. This is a new MAC address. Got it provisioned on my account." And she said, "Okay, it should be rebooting right now." And I was like, "Yeah, it looks like it's rebooting." And then it rebooted again and continued to reboot. And I said, "Well, it doesn't look like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing." And she said, "Is it DOCSIS 3.1? And I said, "Well, it's for DOCSIS 3.0 and 3.1, which is a communication format with their servers and
Sure.
modem and stuff like that. It's very complicated,
Not worthy of talking
but
about.
not really. But it's DOCSIS 3.1, which won't work with their system.
Terrible.
So I've wasted
So it's too new.
It's too good. It's too good for Suddenlink. So I've wasted another 4 hours and most of my Saturday.
Okay.
And
You had to pack that up to get back to Office Depot.
I'm holding on to it for now. I have
For when the
2
Suddenlink
weeks.
upgrades their stuff,
Yeah,
you can get
well-
3.1.
I have a tech coming today between 2 and 5. He hasn't showed up yet. Yeah. Hopefully he comes and fixes the issue because I'm positive it's on their end.
Yes. Okay. Now, foolproof, though. What is foolproof?
Well, the foolproof plan was buying the modem
yeah.
that I
locally.
could locally
So
so
in-
that I could.
So you were made to look like a fool.
I was made to look like a fool by Amazon
Okay, gotcha.
and Suddenlink.
Yes.
And I'm continuing to be the fool
How long has it been you've been trying to get internet?
over a month.
It's been over a month.
I've been trying since about the 27th of August.
See, when it finally comes on, you need to tell them you guys need to give me like a free month of internet or something.
I got a bill in the mail yesterday. For what? For service.
Service.
Did you call them and say, "Hey, bitch, I ain't got no internet"?
They actually put a charge on that bill for a tech house call where the tech never even showed up. So I've got like a $130 bill for no service and a technician call that never showed up.
Yeah, I would say I'm not paying that.
I'm not paying that.
Dude, I've had Suddenlink too, and my biggest issue before was that I would have internet service and it would just randomly just go out.
Yeah.
I remember before I would be streaming and then all of a sudden it just gone,
Yeah,
just
just fucking gone for a bit.
Yeah.
gone. I'm like, what the hell? And then
And
I
you call them, but hey, what's going on? It's like, yeah, it's an outage.
Well, it wouldn't even, I don't know. It wouldn't even be
Really?
that. They'd be like, I don't know.
Happens to me.
That
Yeah.
happened here.
That's
for a
happened here,
while.
yeah.
What they told
go
me
down
it
to a few
was
kilobytes
they'd,
per second.
They'd send some guy, and he would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go out to the pole, whatever the fuck the pole is, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna, all right, I don't
The point of access.
do that." And he goes
They
out there,
sprinkle, like magic powder.
comes
and it
back in.
Comes into existence.
Yeah.
How long's that been there?
He's like, "How's it working out?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's working, but like that, it will work, and then it just won't." He's like, "All right, well, you should be good." And I'm like, "Okay," and then it would happen again, and I went
Yeah.
through that for like months until finally, like, some guy, like, I guess what they would do is they'd go out there, and he'd be like, you know, it would get water in it,
Yeah.
and they would clean out the water or some shit, and then put it back together, and it would be good until it accumulated water again.
Like
Yeah.
condensation
So finally-
or heavy rainstorm.
Finally, some guy came in and he replaced the fucking shit that was keep collecting water.
And put an umbrella over it.
And-
Yeah, just put a trash bag over it.
Yeah, and he
Like
fixed
duct
it,
taped it to the pole.
and it never did it again. So like instead of fixing, they just was like, "Oh, I'll fix it for now."
No,
Yeah.
yeah, that's Suddenlink to a T. It's just Band-Aids all day.
So yeah, it was
Alright.
just ridiculous.
You know what we need to do? We need to do that thing where, you know, when people that have like a big like internet following, they'll put a company on blast and like
On Twitter.
and then everybody on Twitter will like start like, you know, you need to quit fucking this person over, and then they come and they fix it. You know,
Yeah.
we need to do that for you for Suddenlink.
Get Calvin Internet hashtag free
I would
Calvin.
say we definitely need to do that, except that we all have Suddenlink, including the studio, and I don't want them to be like, fuck those guys, and they just turn everything
Hey,
off, because I'd
if-
rather you suffer than me suffer.
If they cut
Us.
off our,
Yeah.
our business account here, we could get somebody else.
Probably.
Better, much better.
And for those that aren't saying, you know, obviously don't do that. But, you know, we just have a company that's like, it's either this one or like pretty much nothing. So, like, you know, I'd love to get Google Fiber, but we can't get Google
Yeah,
Fiber here.
we cannot.
Cannot.
The
Maybe
only
one day.
option around here is like Horizon Internet that
Or
offers fiber.
we'll just wait
but
and we'll get internet from
ridiculous.
space from Elon Musk.
yeah, those weather balloon
Space
things.
just gives you
Yeah,
internet.
he's going to put these fucking balloons up in the atmosphere that give high-speed internet to the entire world.
balloons.
Yeah, big balloons.
Okay.
like
big old
like
fat
high
balloons,
altitude
Aaron.
weather balloons, and
Melanie
then it
can't
has
have
a,
any.
it has a
Yeah,
line
she's
that goes
like, I
up
don't
to
want
it.
it.
I don't want this balloon
I don't want
internet.
balloon internet.
Yeah.
It might pop.
Oh man.
So yeah, that's my good thing of the week.
Well, there's nothing foolproof about that.
Well, it should have been, except
You were a fool.
the modem that I ordered wasn't a modem.
Yeah.
That was the
You
first
have been
point
proven a fool.
in which my foolproof plan was proven foolish.
Yes.
We're ready to talk about my favorite part of the
Yeah,
week.
there's Rick's favorite part of the
Yes.
thing.
Yeah, we had
You
to
know,
do
I
that.
see a lot of people too saying like, guys, what's your answer? Like, we
Yeah.
should like, we'll give you the answer at 500 viewers.
we're almost there.
Yeah, we hit
man.
497 a little bit ago.
Holy shit, awesome. Okay.
So
we had fun.
We have posted hints before
We have.
as to poll winners.
Yeah.
And
So,
they have
like,
always been solved within the first minute
Yes, they have.
of them being posted.
So, like, one example was the blood orange for Dexter.
Yeah, so when Dexter was coming out, I think it's when they first started it. And I'm like, you know what?
I
I'm not
think
just
so.
going to say, because
Yeah.
number one, we never usually said. We
Yeah.
just always just posted the video whenever it was the next week for the video.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you know, I'm going to tweet out like a little hint and people can be like, ooh, look what's coming. So I did a blood orange because I was
Sure.
thinking about Dexter. I'm like, you know what? A blood orange could be a good hint for that.
Yeah.
And then people were like, blood orange. And then people were like, what the hell's this? And then like within, a couple minutes, we were like, oh, fucking Dexter won the poll. I'm like, Jesus, okay.
So then the next time we were like, okay, Mob Psycho 100. We're going to be way more subtle this time. We just posted a pic of 98 degrees.
Yeah, well, we had
The
something.
boy band.
I think
The boy band, yeah.
What was 97?
I think we had something that was a sign of 97.
Yeah, just a picture
Right.
of like Highway 97 or something.
I don't
right?
know what it was. Yeah, it was something
Or
like that.
95, I
Interstate
don't know.
97.
I think it was 97.
But
and
once
then,
we
but that
got
was like
to-
3 days before the Mob Psycho
Yeah.
would have come out.
Once we got to 98 degrees, the picture of that, people were like, Mob Psycho. And like, oh, damn it, we had to continue. So then we did the Clone 99 from
Yeah.
Clone Wars, and then we announced that it was Mob Psycho the next day. So I think we were like, yeah, man, we got to be way more subtle. And I think Rick took that to heart.
Yeah, well, and then we also had Cowboy Bebop,
Cowboy
where it
Bebop.
was like a jar of jam.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Let's
And everyone's
jam.
like, oh, fucking it's Cowboy Bebop. Like, Jesus, okay.
So, and I'm proud to say that this has not yet been successfully solved. People have thought that it has been solved.
It's insane how much people are like, okay, that's it.
It's funny, too, because I've seen some right answers.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy answers that actually work.
But not from the way that it should be answered. But
Yeah.
people are like putting together clues that are like, damn, like, that works. This works so many different ways. And it makes sense in other shows and
Yeah.
stuff, too, which is crazy.
Chad
It
is
just-
going
Chat's
insane,
going
by
fucking
the way.
insane.
I'm just fucking with you, chat.
No, you guys got it after 3 hours.
I was hoping you guys would go with me on it.
Okay, so for those of you that aren't like on our Discord or Twitter, Rick put up. He can explain, but we wanted to be more subtle with how we would be able to announce what won the poll.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the clue.
Yeah. So if people don't know, here's a clue, and the options that were on the poll were Dragon Prince, The Promised Neverland.
Yep.
Demon Slayer, Garen Lagann, Trigun, Kill la Kill. I'm missing 3 more, right? 4 more. What else was there?
I could help you if I was listening.
God damn it.
Yeah, I don't know what you said. There were 10 things.
I'm trying to go through my list, and I'm trying to do it by memory. Steins Gate,
You fate.
Yep.
Fate Stay, whatever it was. That was wrong.
Yep.
That you got slapped for.
I got slapped for no reason for.
Yep. Kill a Kill.
Oh.
I said Kill la
You got
Kill.
Kill a Kill.
Fate Stay. What else am I missing? 2 more. I said Lagann. Berserk. Oh yeah, I forgot Berserk.
I was gonna say Berserk. You fool.
And then what's one more? I've seen if anyone else had. I said Neverland. I said Demon Slayer. Steins Gate. I said. I don't know what the last one was.
My life won't change.
Oh
if you
no,
tell me.
no, I said Dragon Prince. Damn it. Oh well. Anyway, that one didn't win.
It
So
didn't
fuck
win.
that one.
So I actually went through a few different puzzles. At
Yeah.
first, I took a screenshot of what I assume is from the show because
Parasite the Maxim. That's what it was.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Parasite.
I've not seen the show, and I know nothing about the show. So I found a screenshot on the internet, and I clipped it up into puzzles. And I figured I would release a part of the picture every day,
Yeah.
is what I figured. And I was like, oh, that's going to be too easy. And also, I ran out of time.
Gotcha.
So I needed something that was going to be up today.
See, whenever you showed me, like, I knew it was going to be what won,
Yeah.
right? I knew it. But you showed me the clue, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. How does this equal that? And when you told me, I was like, oh, that's really tough, dude. Are you
Yeah.
sure you want to be that subtle?
See, I think too what we need to do, because the other idea we had here, which maybe we'll do it next time, was the clues were going to be beforehand, and they were going to be of what didn't win, to where you're slowly narrowing down each time.
Yeah.
But we didn't know if we wanted to go that direction.
Sure.
And so Eric was so worried about no one getting it, he came up with an idea of a clue for the clue.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. He was like, dude, we got to tell some people because they're not going to get this.
So, yeah, I mean, we have to say that part of the clue is that it's an anagram, right? Is that the right word?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were thinking like, okay, so people, because we were watching as it was happening, like we were recording stuff, but coming back and being like, oh man, they think it's this, they think it's this, they think it's this, but it ended up having to
And
be an anagram.
what was great is like,
but
in
no
the-
one knew it was an anagram.
in the first hour, like, they were like, oh, this. Okay, it means this. And they're
Yeah.
like, it's this show.
So-
And then like 20 minutes later, like, all right, guys, it's this show. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, yeah, it's that show. And then it switched like 3 times
It
in the
did.
first
Yeah.
hour
It
to
did.
where
It
like
was
we
funny.
solved it. It's this answer.
So this is one of the examples in Discord.
So this is a picture from, I'm assuming, The Promised Neverland.
No, that's Neverland from Peter Pan.
Oh, this is Neverland from
Yeah.
Peter
Right?
Pan.
And the bay that
It
you have
looks
looks
exceedingly like it.
very similar to the other bay.
But the thing
They're
is,
going on Google Earth trying to find it.
Yeah. Like there's some just really good like connections of things where people are like, oh, look at this.
but
oh,
like
look
with
at
all this stuff, no one could get every single clue to fit.
Yeah, so like they'd
Like,
get
there were
parts of
always
them
some
fit. So
holes.
this was one of my favorites that I really liked too. So people were looking at
So
like
people
oh, it's a-
eventually found out that it was oak, leaves? Oak
Bay,
nuts.
oak, and
Yeah.
mutinies.
Mutinies. I thought that was really clever. It's not mutiny. It's just a famous picture of a mutiny. It's 2 of them, so it's got to be mutinies. You got those extra letters to work with.
Yeah, because Rick before whenever him and I were talking about it, he goes, oh yeah, so you need this, this, and this, and he's like, and I have to put a plus S
Yeah.
because he didn't have an S.
Yeah.
So then he just put 2 of those boats together.
So once we realized that it was going to be an anagram, and we were like, I don't know what, an hour into it, we're like, I don't know, maybe tomorrow we'll post a picture of like all of us around a computer, like laughing that people aren't getting it. And in the very back, it says blind wave, but the letters have been switched around so that it says bland view.
Yeah.
And make it very subtle. And so people were looking at it like, these sons of bitches. Wait a minute. Bland view, why does it say that? It's an anagram.
Yeah.
And then they had to, Bay, Oak, Mutinies, anagram.
So at the very
But-
least, yeah, like instead of them putting, because some people were putting clues to the themes of the show
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
characters, and like, well, it's not about that; it's about like the title. So like, what is your anagram and how can you make it work? And that's
Yeah.
what they needed to know.
So if you take Bay, Oak, and Mutinies, and you switch around the letters,
Oh.
we'll see if it
Yes.
goes up to
All right, now Eric, say that.
Kaimetsu no Yaba.
Yaiba?
Yaiba,
I think it's Yaiba.
which is the Rick.
Japanese name for Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
And so, I decided I wanted to do an anagram. And at first, I looked for Demon Slayer. And I couldn't find any good ones. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'll try the Japanese name of it.
Gotcha.
And I was looking at those, and there were thousands of them.
Yeah.
And I saw one that said Mutinies. I was like, well, I immediately thought of Mutiny of the Bounty
Yep.
in that painting. And I was like, oh, I won't just put the words. I'll put that picture, and I'll find other pictures for them as well.
So you just went up, Google Bay.
That was my favorite thing.
Then you
too.
picked-
Do
it
you
was the
have
first one.
Do you have
Yeah.
the pictures from when people? At one point through the Discord, we were watching, and someone's like, "Guys, look! When you Google Bay, and this is the first images you get. When you Google Oak, this is the first image you get.
Yeah.
When you Google Mutiny, this is the first image you get. It doesn't matter about that. It's just about this, you know."
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, and I did that on purpose so that people could reverse image search in order to get the words. Was my idea, because I figured once they had the words, like, they could get it.
Yeah.
But, like, how do you know that it's like bay and not bay, or oak and not oak leaf?
Sure.
Kind of
yeah.
thing.
Or people were looking at the acorns.
Yeah.
Or people were looking at like, what if it's not bay and it's beach, or like,
Or
just
lagoon.
island, lagoon. Yeah, people were like, it's a lagoon, Garen Lagoon.
Yeah.
But what do the rest of them have to do with anything? I don't know. There was the one that was really crazy that kind of worked, but wasn't.
They got the right answer, but it wasn't the right clue.
They had Bay, Oak, Mutinies, and they're like, the first letter of each one is BOM. Backwards, that is Mob, MOB.
Oh,
Two of
yeah.
those Mob, the two OVA 2.
Which means that they'd have to do
if
Demon
they're
Slayer.
watching that, they're doing Demon Slayer to buy more time.
That
And it
one
like,
was
what-
funny.
Okay. It was like, well, they got the right answer, but
Yeah.
not the right way.
Yeah, exactly.
And then out of nowhere, someone who hadn't even been chatting at all just said, "Hey, it's this."
Yeah.
NRM, right?
Yeah, he posted his like work,
Gotcha.
like he worked it out on paper.
That's so good. We had so much fun watching that happen.
And so his on Discord,
It was,
NRM.
Yeah, NRM.
Yeah.
So-
And I was,
I'm sorry, I was gonna say too. So for the people saying like there is no dub until October 12th, which
Yeah.
if you've watched the YouTube video, we say that it doesn't come out for a few weeks after Mob Psycho.
Yep.
Which means we have a small break until we have Demon Slayer taking over the Mob Psycho slot. I think we've also planned. There's a lot of live shows coming back, and since there's already manga and stuff, we're not going to run it necessarily in the live format either. So there's going to be our break, but then we'll have it rolling out on the Mob Psycho slot. So we're not going to be trying to pop it out as fast as we can from Saturday, because
Yeah.
on Mondays we're going to be packed with a lot of other live shows coming back already
Sure.
too. So you'll be seeing that on Fridays after October 12th.
Yep.
and
And
so
we got the. Did you talk about the OVA?
The Mob Psycho OVA?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I said the one thing, and that we said that we're doing it, but
Gotcha.
that'll be coming out. We didn't say that it's not coming out tomorrow.
It's not coming out tomorrow. It'll be coming out next Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. For early access, we should say.
But there were some really fun messages, like Aaron was saying, like, it's the most intense 3 hours of my life trying to figure out one. I was at work in the back office just trying to strain my brain. It was awful. So like people were at their jobs just trying to figure this out.
There was someone I saw. Dang, I can't remember who it was, but they had something that was like, tomorrow I've got a test, whatever. I need to go to sleep, but fuck it, I need answers. Yeah,
I should be
then-
sleeping. I don't need sleep. I need answers.
it was great.
I'm missing my programming class for this.
There's a few things of people threatening me, and then people trying to bribe Aaron.
Yeah.
I was in there for a little bit, but I love this one here where it's tie down Rick and burn board games one by one till he tells us. It's right there in the middle underneath the penguin and stuff. But I hopped in for a little bit, and someone's like, "Aaron, tell us the answer. We'll send you anime titties."
Yeah.
It was funny.
It was a lot of fun for us to kind of just watch. But I was, 3 hours isn't bad, man. That was pretty. You know what it is though? It's everybody kind of coming together.
Yeah.
And like I think one person got like mutinies.
Yeah.
For plural, and the other person's like, so they kind of come together and make this thing. It's kind of like the first episode of Westworld came out, and everybody got the ending like immediately, like
Sure.
on the internet.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of interesting stuff like that. But I mean, it's going to be Demon Slayer. We are going to be doing the dub, which we do dubs for all reactions. So if anybody's like disappointed by that, it's like, well, you haven't really been paying attention, But I'm excited for it. I know that there's like bad dubs out there or whatever, but all the ones people have told me, like, oh yeah, what you like right there, it's terrible. I'd be like, I kind of really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're wrong. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm not worried about any kind of like dub messing up the kind of thing. I think it'll be fine. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, yeah. I mean,
What else,
and
though?
I've had fun with all the dubs we've had, and like, I mean, there might be some differences in like how they're said in one thing to how they're said in the other.
Yeah.
But I mean, I usually am never watching it being like, this seems bad, or I feel like I'm confused because of X or Y. Not usually anything
Sure.
like that happens. So.
And I do watch subs, like usually after we've watched like Attack on Titan. I went back and watched subs for not like whole episodes, but for like my favorite moments and stuff like that. And I think they're great, but I'm glad that I was able to like understand it,
yeah.
you know, without having to read the first time. It's just how I am, you know.
And I know that sometimes
And it
there's,
helps
like,
with our reactions so much.
yeah, sometimes there's like translation errors and stuff. But even there's been times too whenever like we just have like some subs on for like just whatever we're watching.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there was something that happened the one time I was reading the subs and I wasn't paying attention to what was going on the screen. And I was like, wait a minute, what happened there?
Yeah.
And then like someone had to tell me like while they were saying this happened. I just
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention because I was reading the subs. I didn't notice what happened.
Exactly.
Because it was like a smaller detail, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a huge thing, but it was something important to make sure you notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. It'll be exciting.
Yep.
Um,
And we also don't want to like, you know, because we choose to do dubs for our channel, we're not shitting on people's opinion of like,
No.
no, subs
Watch
are,
subs.
you know, we're not
Yeah.
saying subs are good. Watch what you want, but like, you know, I see some of the comments sometimes of like fucking flame wars going down because some people like noises from mouths differently.
yeah.
It's insane.
I mean, it's just a lot of it too just comes down to how you hear it or see it
Exactly.
first, and
Yeah.
that's your version of
Yeah.
that. And then when you hear it another way, it's like that's not what I'm used to. That's not
Yeah.
my Goku, or that's you know,
Exactly. Like-
there's three Gokus to me right
Yeah.
now. There's the Japanese Goku, there's the Goku that you and Shane grew up with,
Yep.
right? And then there's the Dragon Ball Z Abridged Goku.
Which is your Goku.
And Dragon Ball Z Abridged is my Goku
Because that's what you've seen.
Because that's what I've seen.
Yeah.
So whenever I hear actual Goku talking, and
Yeah.
I'm like, that sounds so weird.
Yeah. See, like one of the things I grew up watching the dub of Dragon Ball Z. So when Dragon Ball Super started, I actually watched the sub for the first time before watching the dub, like I am with Shane right now. And I appreciate definitely the guy that plays Vegeta in the sub. He's awesome, right? And he has great performances. But whenever it came for the Americans to do that version of that scene, I'm almost more. It like hits me so much harder just because that's mine, you know. And that, but for the other people that watch the sub and they have their entire lives, they already got that, you know.
Yeah.
So and I understand that, but it's just one of those things where, like, you know, reactions, especially reactions, are about experiencing what you've experienced again to the eyes of another, and if it's a little bit different, they don't like that, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be a wall, but you know. I don't know. I'm still always
overall
excited.
the stories are typically the same and stuff too, so you're still
Yeah.
getting like the same content. Sometimes there's just a few alterations and stuff, so
Yeah.
it varies, but
Yeah.
I'm excited. There may be some people changes into Demon Slayer. We were talking about it a little bit. We don't know exactly yet, just because of all the other stuff coming out and trying to
Yeah.
fit everything back into our schedule with the live shows.
Oh yeah.
And there's so many more live shows this year than we had last year. Like we didn't have My Hero live last
Nope.
year, which is something that we're looking at like picking up as soon as it comes back.
As soon as it comes back, My Hero
The Mandalorian.
as a live
There's
show. Too,
Mandalorian's going to be coming in November.
Castlevania.
We have Resistance, Star Wars Resistance. We do. There's the CW shows. Me and Melanie are looking at picking up Supernatural.
to do it live.
Do
for
it
last
live
season.
during this
Yeah.
last season. So like, there's a lot of new shows coming back this season. So
Yep.
like, I might step out of Demon Slayer just because it might work better with our schedule to try
Sure.
to get everything fit in and filmed.
And you also got to remember too, like, because I'm sure there's some people that are like Demon Slayer. No, we do have another poll coming up in like what, pretty close. Cowboy
Well,
Bebop will be.
It's like 10 weeks.
It's like 10 weeks.
Rick and I were talking about this a little bit ago because Cowboy Bebop and Breaking Bad are both fairly close
Yeah.
Yeah.
in ending their series.
Mm-hmm.
So we should have two polls, one for a live action, one for an anime,
Exactly, yeah.
probably within the next 2 months or so, roughly.
Yeah.
So probably by the end of the year, we should have a poll for each of those coming up. So
Yeah,
we'll see
We'll
what
also be doing eventually. I'm not sure exactly when, but One Punch season 2 comes out too.
that's
soon.
coming out at
Yeah.
some point.
We'll be wanting
Whether
to
we
double
pick that
as
up right
well.
away or if we kind of wait a little bit on
Yeah.
that, which is all the other stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, both those are going to be ending, so we'll have some new stuff to be voting on, and we'll see where we
Yeah.
go. But nah, so there'll be more and more clues we can give out.
Yeah, it's always exactly. I love the clues are fun. We'll have a good time when that does that next time. But, you know, when
I
it
already have
comes-
some ideas.
I'm sure. But you know, when it comes to our schedule, I know it can like fluctuate a lot. You know, like we're gonna be losing The Boys and Dragon Ball Super, but we're gonna be gaining like 6 or 7 or 10 new shows, and You know, it's always like it's never
Well,
like we have a certain amount. We just have like, what can we possibly do to squeeze in every hour of the day to get this stuff done and out to you guys?
Yeah,
You know?
and not be falling behind on like
Yeah.
all of our content because it's just
Falling
Right.
behind just it hits me here, and I think about it all weekend.
Yep.
God damn it, we ain't finished that goddamn television show. You
yeah,
know?
right. So we'll see what happens. There might be a few changes in like who's in what and whatnot just to make
Yeah.
it fit up. Especially Demon Slayer being a new series that we're picking up.
Yep.
But
Yeah, and like we had all these poll shows in that aren't finished, so they might come back. The problem just compounds.
Yeah.
yeah, well, that's what happened with My Hero. Was it was a poll show, and then now we're caught up.
Same
and
with Attack on Titan.
now we're like, well, damn, we got to pick it up because it was good and we want to do it and it was fun and
At least Attack on Titan.
and that's also
was,
all 5 of us.
yeah, was not all 5 of us, and during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you may see more too of just different shows kind of popping up here and there that are smaller groupings just to help fit into our schedule with things. So
Yeah.
like doing Haunting, that happened because me and Melanie were able to get together because like we were doing The Boys and all the other stuff we were doing.
Mhm.
And I was like, well, I really want to do the Haunting. I think it would be fun to do.
Especially for October.
Yeah. So like me and Melanie are going to go through and do that. And it doesn't affect our schedule otherwise.
Yeah.
Even though like there's one, I think it's the next one coming out. I remember just being like extremely tired because we're filming at like last night we were filming and I didn't get home until like 3:30 in the morning after filming that day. So I got
Yeah.
up to come into work and then went home and then came back. So like there was one of them, I think it's like episode 7 that I'm like, I felt myself like nodding and I'm like, fuck no, I'm pay attention, watch this. Don't get tired right now.
Sure.
Get tired afterwards, you know? So it was a great show. I love the show. So, but yeah, so we'll see what gets added. Maybe some new people kind of switched around and whatnot for
Yeah.
things. So,
So I'm excited to add
Not new
Demon
people,
Slayer into the schedule. That'll be
Yeah.
fun. A lot. I mean, I've over the last month or two, I think I've seen people asking about it. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm always disappointed when Berserk doesn't win,
I understand.
but
But you
As
did
long as
say
you've been
I'm still excited.
As long as you've been wanting that, I've been wanting Fringe longer.
yeah. But you did say that Berserk
you made a solid showing this time.
made a
Yeah.
solid showing.
It was
yeah.
and it was a stacked poll as well.
Yes.
And it did me proud.
Yeah.
But, the thing about Berserk, it can never have a happy ending.
Yeah.
So it can never win.
yeah.
Or it wouldn't be Berserk.
Yeah. You're just staying true.
Speaking of which, one of the things I like too in the people trying to solve the puzzle was like, guys, the mutiny was on the whatever the boat was called.
HMS Bounty?
The Bounty, right?
Yeah.
And the captain of that was this name, and that's the name of the guy from Berserk. It's for Berserk one. I was like, what? Jesus.
I loved the theories that were like, they make a lot of sense for 2, but they have nothing to do with the other picture, And it really makes you think of like when people develop these complex storylines and stuff for movies and television, and then those authors like George R. R. Martin going onto forums and seeing these elaborate theories. They're like, you know what? Kind of makes sense. Not at all what I'm doing, but makes sense.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Sometimes I wonder if you ever like, you know what, that works, makes some sense. I'll change my story, and like
Yeah.
alters what the future of the story
Yeah,
is gonna
right.
be. Like that's kind of funny if that happens.
I just put up a nonsensical hint and go with the answer I like the best.
You're right. That's the winner. There you go.
You got
How'd
it.
you know? But yeah, so it was good. That was a great part of this past week. Was that there?
It was a real shame because we had to do the Alien movie commentary.
We did.
So we didn't get to
It's
just
like-
watch the whole time. That
Yeah.
you mean?
Yeah, by the time we were done with the commentary, we were like, "Oh shit, they figured it out."
Yeah.
And we had to like go back and see who did it and who was the guy that cracked it. By the way?
NRM.
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 Yeah. So good job to him.
Yep.
Yep.
Kudos. A lot of people were like, I don't think he would have gotten it either if it hadn't have been for like he said at one point I was looking through Discord and seeing what you guys had said,
Yeah.
and then I was able to like figure it out. But like if he didn't have like, okay, here's what has been the road paved so far.
Yeah. If
And
he
then
didn't have like,
maybe I can-
there's a mutiny and another mutiny, there's 2 mutinies.
Yeah.
If he didn't have that, then he wouldn't have gotten the because he said he had tried it before, but he only had mutiny and the letters didn't match up.
So yeah.
Yeah. And we're not releasing the poll results.
Correct.
We haven't been
No.
doing that for a while because we find that people tend to skewer their votes, like if they know something is winning versus not winning, and
Yeah.
it's all about just
We want you to vote for what you
support
love.
for what you like. you know?
Exactly.
So
Yeah, and in the process that we have too with voting for 3, we're also being able to see like, well, these are the 3 things that most people you know, it kind of spread across the board of it and everything. So more people would enjoy X,
Yeah.
and then a little less would enjoy Y, and then as we go on through. So I like it. Like, it might not be everyone's favorite number one pick,
Yeah.
but more people are
Yeah.
willing to enjoy that with us than
And I mean,
others.
we work so hard to try to have such broad amount of content that there should be something you like. And if there's not, we're trying. You know, we really are trying. But
We need to do more reality shows.
we should.
That's a market we haven't tapped into yet.
That would be good.
reality shows.
Yeah.
Let's just watch
Let's just
those.
watch the news.
Right.
Jeopardy.
I was gonna say, let's just watch those Japanese game shows. Those would be great.
Oh yeah.
I've been watching a lot of sumo. That's another highlight of my week.
Sumo.
Wrestling,
Yeah.
sumo wrestling.
Yes.
Sumo wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a in July.
So wait, did you give up on WWE so you went to sumo
I
wrestling?
did. That's true. It's been a huge week for wrestling as well. I haven't watched any of it, but this was the first week that there was a head-to-head with AEW and WWE. I haven't looked about anything about it, but
Okay.
it's a big time for wrestling fans.
Oh, Rick, did you mention the one guy who was like, he posted on Twitter, be like, man, the show I want to win
Oh.
never wins.
That one was
It's
so
such a
funny.
bummer.
Yeah,
And I
have it here.
responded to them on Twitter, and I was like,
That
what,
poor guy.
what did you want to win? A Demon Slayer?
And then someone else responded to him being like, we got good news for you.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I like that.
I don't know if he responded after that, but I saw that last night.
No, I didn't.
And we know what we'll be having Rick and Morty come back
make
too,
it
so that's a
bigger.
comedy show.
And Peaky Blinders will be coming back.
Peaky
too.
Blinders will be coming back.
Yes.
Man, a lot of great stuff.
It's kind of
great
It's
show.
so wonky.
Yeah.
Just read what it
Zoom
says,
it in.
Rick.
Wonky.
So, damn, the show I want to win. Damn, never the show I want to win wins. Bummer. And then Aaron said, what did you want to win? Demon Slayer. Hopefully you guys get around to seeing it soon. The animation story is just beautiful.
Yeah.
And he wasn't alone either.
No.
No.
Like,
Well,
Twitter
no.
had decided it was the Promised Neverland.
Yeah. It was great because there was another one, too. It was like, no, Demon Slayer will get its time in the future. And there was like a sad person crying with like a sushi roll behind him or something. I don't know what it was. Some gif or something. But no, yeah, it was just so funny that all these people giving up on like the correct answer. There's like, no, fucking
Yeah.
Peter Pan.
Some
You
people
know,
in chat are saying that Ruby's coming back.
The next volume? I mean, yeah, probably. Yeah.
I don't know exactly when. We
Like me
did
some
cover that
Ruby.
eventually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look.
But I mean, we'll cover Ruby too at some point. It's just
Yeah.
a matter of, I mean, like I said, it's just fitting everything into our schedule and stuff.
I mean,
too.
do you guys remember
Storm
like
says November 2nd.
I remember that one guy that would comment on everything and be super pissed off that we haven't, you guys said you were doing Vikings and you haven't done Vikings, Do you remember that at all?
Yeah,
I remember that like
that.
bothering me like, "Oh man, we did say we would do Vikings one day,
Yeah, one day, and
that guy's bothered me, And then we just eventually we did Vikings, and now Vikings we've been done with that forever, Like we'll
Yeah.
eventually get to like not everything. It's impossible, but we'll get to all the good stuff.
so much
eventually.
new stuff that gets put out.
Yeah,
there's
but
never
we'll
a
get there.
It's never really like, no, we're not going to do this.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like, I mean, maybe
Yeah.
at some point. It's hard to tell.
The closest that we've ever got to saying no to something is just when we're like, yeah, but I mean, One Piece sounds great, but there's 900 episodes,
Yeah.
But we never say, so we're not going to do it. We just say, I don't know how we could fit that in right now. It's
Yeah.
never a no.
Yeah.
Except for maybe your season 3 of Black Lightning.
Or Sword Art Online.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
but
like,
that's
I
my
don't know.
choice.
Sword Art Online abridged.
Yeah, Sword Art Online Bridge was kind of like,
That's your
I
opinion.
like Sword Art Online. But a Bridge, I
I should
wasn't
say that
into.
it's never a no to not give something a chance that somebody likes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
it was a good day yesterday.
Mhm.
I liked it.
It was.
Was a fun day for sure. All right, let's close out on all of this stuff.
And then there's also stuff like American Gods or Legion or something that we planned at the time to pick it up and we just couldn't fit it in our schedule. And then those were also picking that over something like Young Justice. Those we had a lot of problems with getting those staying up on YouTube.
Yeah.
American Gods, we had a lot of
American
issues
Gods,
with.
I think I just gave up eventually and they all just got taken off. You know.
Mhm.
And Legion was the same way, though. I think eventually I was able to get some of those live
Yeah.
again.
Legion has their final season coming out
Yeah.
soon.
And
Or out, I don't know.
while we can do the website method, we don't love resorting on that.
Yeah,
resorting
it's a
to that,
last-
I should say.
A last resort.
It's kind of almost a loss when we do that, but for shows that I like, yeah, we definitely want to do that. We have to do the website method.
Yeah. I think it's the same with we haven't really talked about it, but the This Is Us just came back like a week ago or
Oh,
2
did
weeks
it?
ago. And I was like, I mean, I don't know what I want to do with that because the girls were doing it, but we also had a lot of issues. They wouldn't stay up because they kept taking it down. So
It had to go to the
website was the only way to do it. And it's like, I don't know if the pain of going through that whole process is worth it or not for that. You know?
That's the thing, like, especially shows like that have a very broad appeal. Like, for This Is Us, you have to go to the website, but people that go to the website are usually, like,
The hardcore.
pretty diehard Blind Wave fans, not people that are just scrolling through YouTube, click a video, what's this? I like This Is Us, what's this? Go to their website, and they go to something else,
Yeah.
you know?
Like, it's kind of different whenever, like Breaking Bad, I think we have to do on the website. But that's also, we run it through a poll, which means like a lot of our viewers voted for it. That's what it was they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like viewers that are wanting to see that from us. Whereas like This Is Us was like an extra thing that we were tossing out there to try out. And it's just tougher to go through that. So,
And I'm putting the link in the chat, but I have re-uploaded a lot of blocked videos on the website.
Yes.
So if there is something that you had always wanted to see, like something from Death Note or Fruits Basket, a lot of them have been re-uploaded.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Mr.
It is a lot
Robot
of anime, but it's not always anime. Like Mob Psycho, like Japan WB, I think, is the one that deals with that with copyright on YouTube, and they always release our videos. It just takes like a day or two.
You know who I'll tell you it always is though? NBC.
NBC.
Anything we've ever done through NBC, which I know a lot of people have asked about, like Mr. Robot, which I believe is through NBC.
Heroes Reborn was
Heroes
through NBC.
Reborn, This Is Us, like so many things that from NBC, we always get hit with it,
Yeah.
and they're like, no.
I
So,
hear great things about Mr. Robot.
I have too.
I
Yeah.
still haven't watched it
I've watched-
because maybe one day we'll solve that problem.
Yeah.
maybe. I watched like the first 4 episodes and I loved it,
Yeah.
but I was like, maybe I should wait.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, I don't. When we first started and we were doing like Heroes Reborn, I was like, man, are they hitting us because like we're shitting on the show too much and
Yeah.
stuff or something like that? But I don't think it's. I think they just their copyright program. They just like we're not okay with this and we don't want you to do it at all. Where HBO and some other ones are different about it, and they're like, well, it's helping promote this or that, and
Sure.
they look at it differently than NBC does.
They
so.
just have like a zero tolerance.
Yeah, maybe NBC at some point will kind of change their views, and maybe we can cover things like Mr. Robot or something like that. But
Yeah,
until then,
hopefully.
maybe I'll just watch NBC shows.
And it's
in my
not
free
like
time.
it's not like a lot of companies have some kind of like on the books. Here's how we deal with reaction channel
a
fair
policy.
use things. So, luckily, some companies do.
Some do. Okay. I have this. Some people meme this image.
Oh no.
That's hilarious.
That's over there, right?
Yeah.
What,
Yeah,
what are you
that's
doing?
I was waiting for my food.
Yeah, that's from the other day, isn't it?
It's from yesterday.
Who took the picture?
It's a Baba.
So that's Calvin standing in front of the microwave, and Calvin. It says me, and the microwave says anime poll results.
That's so funny.
And there's quite a few. There's Rick and Aaron anime channel trying to figure out Rick's hint.
That's exactly what it was. 'cause,
Yeah.
Like me and Shane were hanging on the couch, and I don't know exactly if Calvin was there, but these two were like looking through stuff, like they're doing this now.
I was setting up for stream.
I typed some stuff. Rick and I are both posting like emojis under different people and stuff too.
Yeah.
Someone put something about like we're gonna slap the fuck out of Aaron tomorrow, and Rick put like a Keanu Reeves being like, all right, and I put like a sad crying Aaron.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Scottish Michael just waiting for Aaron to get slapped.
It is Thursday.
I don't get it. Slap someone else. What the hell?
Oh,
Three
Three
Stooges.
Stooges.
Yeah, someone made a Three Stooges meme of Eric, Shane, and
The hair works
Aaron.
great.
Yeah, it
I
actually
like
does.
I like me being curly.
I like Aaron being Larry.
Rick and Mailbag, anything Candyland. That's about right. Yeah.
That's
You
about
like-
right.
Yeah.
Are you like elbowing it?
We will be doing a review for Joker, by the way.
I
It
think
will happen.
I think the taxi is hitting him.
Throw away. There we go. All right, so let's see. Some news, or a piece of news about Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Morbius writers are pinning a script for a spin-off of Spider-Man that is going to
Yeah.
be based on the character Madam Web.
Oh, really?
I don't know who Madam Web is.
Dude, that's so cool.
I've
Who's
heard
Madam
of-
Web?
Madam Web is like a,
Yeah.
she's kind of like this weird wizardy
Seer.
mentory person thing. At least, I never read her in the comics. I mainly know her because she was in the '90s animated series,
Okay.
and she goes through a time period where like he's like struggling with stuff, and like she brings him to like this weird like other realm and talks with him and tries to lead him on the right path and help him some.
Okay.
But she's always very like mystical in her like answers and stuff
Yeah.
too. Like they're kind of like not direct, and he has to kind of like figure them out himself.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing with her was that it led into the Secret Wars and the Spider Wars.
Okay.
With like the Beyonder and stuff like that. So there's some really cool stuff they did with that, which I
Now
liked.
you said this is a Sony thing.
Well,
like, is this
Morbius? Morbius would be Sony.
Yeah.
Sony is continuing to spin its web of Spider-Man. The studio is developing a movie based on the Spider-Man character Madam Web. The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed.
Okay. Because we have we had the whole fiasco with Tom Holland, MCU, Sony thing. Now that's finally been resolved.
Yeah.
But we still got like Venom, which isn't MCU. But then they were like, all right, well, we'll bring Tom Holland into Venom stuff, so that Spider-Man will go there. Like, I wonder if there's any like strings left there with that, or
sure.
if they're just gonna say no. The Morbius thing, Morbius is the vampire, right?
Yeah. So the scriptwriters for that are also pinning this.
Yes. Okay.
It's weird to have like
I wonder if Morbius and Madam Web are in the Venom universe.
Wait, so
you know?
the Madam Web story is its own movie?
It's its own
Yes.
movie being written by the same people that are doing the Morbius movie.
Correct.
Interesting. I'm curious on how they're going to do, because a lot of these guys being like Spider-Man comic characters, how they're existing in these worlds without Spider-Man.
I feel like they're building up to a point when, like Eric said, they all enter into the same movie together, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, they did have the whole thing with in Venom at the very end. They were like, in another multiverse or universe or
And they
something
had
like
the
that, right?
Spider-Verse
And then they
thing,
showed the end of the Spider-Verse clipping that was going on. So it's like, okay, so they're kind of tying these together
Yeah.
very, very loosely, but being like, hey guys, these are kind of connected in a way,
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. So yeah, I don't know. I'm curious. Like
See,
Madam
like-
Web had like reality powers and stuff. Like I said, she took him into like she took him from like the realm he was in into like another realm, and she could kind of like I don't know, give him hints of the future or past or different things too. So
Yeah.
I mean, her having maybe a connection to like different realities could be a way of bringing a lot of Spider-Verse-y stuff together.
Maybe.
But I don't know how you do that without Spider-Man.
I don't know.
you know?
Like it starts to get to the point where I'm just like, all right, if it's a good movie, I'll watch it, And if it's not connected, like it's hard to get your head around this kind of thing sometimes,
Yeah. So
And it's even worth it, Just make some fun movies, Like with Venom, the way they did Venom is, if you told me that was an MCU, there's nothing in there that says it's not. But if you say it's not, then there's nothing in there that says it is, So I don't. It doesn't matter that much. you
Yeah.
know? So
So I don't know. It's interesting, and I'm not the most well versed in whatever they've done with Madam Web. Mainly mine's from that cartoon. And she's a very interesting character. So I don't know. We'll see.
okay, I heard noise.
Sorry.
I heard wind
Getting
whooshing.
something else ready.
Gotcha.
Which also has to deal with Spider-Man.
I love Spider-Man.
Some people in Discord linked the dailybugle.net,
Yeah.
which is...
You said a little bit about this last time, but I was super excited to look into it.
So it's like a fake website
Oh, that's Flash.
Oh, nice.
that is
J. Jonah.
basically the website that existed in the movie, I assume.
Yeah. So this is
okay.
the show that they showed on that jumbotron.
Yeah, and so I have like the opening video here. Hopefully
Watch it
works.
not
Yeah, let's see. I want to see it.
Watch it not play.
Hopefully.
Please work.
Oh, yes.
Not playing.
Frozen.
Jameson here.
It's kind of not.
Back, baby.
Spider-Man, a psychopath wielding powers he has no right to possess, trying to pass himself off as a hero. Well, let me tell you something, kid. You're no hero. Mysterio. You are a criminal, a miscreant, a masked
See, Menace.
marauder.
Menace.
A menace.
That's good, man. That's so Alex Jones.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. It reminds me a lot of like what they did with him in the Sony Spider-Man like game.
Yeah.
Is it was much more like audio podcast clipping things,
Yeah.
but like it would just pop on and he would just become like, what? What'd you say? Apparently I got to settle down. We're gonna have another lawsuit. Like that kind of thing. It was just,
That was
so
such
fun.
a great thing in that game because he'd be talking about things you just did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he would
exactly.
be. Or like, or that,
Or that
they
you
broke.
didn't do.
Yeah, that they
Yeah.
didn't do, or like
Yeah.
something happened over here,
Yeah.
not related to Spider-Man.
I love
directly.
that, and I love that you could go on like the Spider-Man social media like version of Twitter or whatever, and you could see updates from people that you just saved and stuff. That was cool too.
It was a very cool game. I like
Yeah.
what they did with a lot of that. So that kind of reminds me of that version of J. Jonah,
Yeah.
rather than like pictures. Need more
Yeah.
pictures. Like that kind of like, I don't know.
Bird, you're fired. Get back in here.
You're rehired. Yeah. So there's some fun
Doctor
things
Strange.
with that.
That's good, but it's taken.
I was watching a clip of the Peter Parker black suit, Peter Parker and stuff when he goes in there and he's like talking to the girl.
Yeah.
And then he walks in and is like, "What are you doing? That's the position I hired you for." You know, like, oh damn, I don't remember that.
Yeah, dude, there's a part of me that's so like relieved and happy that the Sony Disney Spider-Man stuff is done and settled for now, at least, just so I can have more of.
Yeah. Well, I love
J. Jonah.
I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and then them bringing him in there towards the end of like this is in the MCU. I'm like, oh my god, good. I need that J. Jonah Jameson. He's so good as J. Jonah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm super excited for that. So it's my favorite stuff, right?
J. Tenzin Jameson.
Yeah. Was there anything else on that site? I know like it's like a website, like a legit.
Somebody
one
said
or
that
something.
the Flash video is good.
Is the Flash video good?
I have to
That's what
watch
somebody
it at some
said.
point
I
or
haven't
something
seen
like
it.
that. There's a lot I haven't seen.
Yeah.
I don't look at anything. I'm afraid of spoilers everywhere I go.
I'm afraid too.
Every corner is dangerous.
This is insane! There's a monster! This is crazy! My asthma's acting up. I get you.
This was in the movie, right?
I need my
It was not in the movie.
This wasn't.
Oh my god, so there was a monster and then it became drones and now I don't know what's going on. I got that on camera. So cool.
Oh, that's good though, because like right there though is whenever they start getting to the point of going into that little like vault area.
Yeah.
Like, that's where they were heading there.
Like
so
the Tower Bridge. Yeah, that was great.
I wonder if that was like the plane blowing up.
And so there are also like written articles, like this one here about the Night Monkey.
The Night Monkey.
Or a hero or another mess. It'd be so funny if J. Jonah loved the Night Monkey, but hated Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'd love that. I love both the Spider-Man movies. They were so good. Like what they did with the villains, I thought were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even though like, I guess even though that they were both like Tony Stark like created.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But like I loved them. I thought they
Yeah.
were so fun and like they were like especially Vulture.
Vulture was
so
amazing.
good. I love
Vulture,
Michael
so
Keaton was
good.
great.
Vulture was
incredible.
For me, he was good only because of his performance. Like, honestly, the character and like him being like so close to Spider-Man, like he's dating his girlfriend's, all that stuff. Like that's all right, but it's elevated by how good the performance
Yeah.
was. Especially that scene when he realizes what's
stoplight.
happening at
The
the
stoplight was so good.
Stoplight scene is so good.
I love that. No, so yeah, I'm super excited to see like what is it, 2 or 3 more movies that they've said they're gonna come.
Yeah.
So, can't wait, can't wait.
Nope, it'd be fantastic, man.
And then I mean, I'll probably check out the Sony ones just because I'm curious and I love Spider-Man, but I'm really curious on where they're gonna go with it and what they're gonna do.
Sure.
And how and if it's gonna tie into anything. But
And then, that all is aside from like this big shift to what is it effectively television, with the MCU as well, which is I think is really exciting because one, it's a whole lot of new stuff within that universe. Two, we can react to it versus just going and watching and being like, hey, here's what I thought. And I like that, but being able to actually see it happen, is pretty good.
I mean, it's the only time we ever watch anything together.
I know.
Is if we react to it.
It is.
it's
fun.
I didn't think about it, but like I would be so excited and hyped for a live action 10-episode Spider-Man series. Like I love the animated series.
So great.
To have a Tom Holland like TV show.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I'd be so hyped. I'd be so excited. That'd be great.
You've got to watch Spectacular Spider-Man.
And it would do a great job of like if you had like a different villain each time, or do you do a different villain like building up for each season, or like which way do you go with it? Yeah, maybe. There's lots of Spider-Man cartoons I haven't seen that I need to see more of. There's one where Neil Patrick Harris voiced him. I never watched it.
Yeah. Cool.
I think it was like on MTV.
Yeah, I think that was the MTV one.
Was that
Yeah.
the CG one?
I mean, I don't know. Aren't they?
It was like a Clone Wars one, right?
I've never seen it.
I don't know.
I know there was one. I think there was one on MTV where it was like 3D.
It might have been. I don't know.
Well, the next thing I have is Supernatural, The show.
Supernatural.
Okay.
not Ghosts.
No spoilers.
It's not spoilers.
All right.
Better not be.
In a recent charity partnership with Hot Topic, Jensen Ackles and Jared,
Oh yeah.
name I can't
Padalecki.
pronounce.
Padalecki.
Yes, and Misha Collins, and the whole
Yeah.
Supernatural family managed to raise $280,000 to charity.
Yep. For their end of the road tour T-shirts.
Yep.
Oh, is that where you got that
Yeah.
T-shirt?
Me and Carmen got one.
You didn't
sweet.
tell me to get a T-shirt to support charity.
Fucking Calvin.
Supernatural, you little bitch.
God
Well,
damn
it was only for the day.
September 13th.
We got a text message.
You don't answer.
I don't care. I know you ain't got no internet.
September 13th, otherwise known as Supernatural Day,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was this new T-shirt, and 100% of the proceeds were donated to the nonprofit Random Acts of Kindness,
Oh, hell
which
yeah.
provides relief for Hurricane Dorian survivors, as well as funding for random acts of kindness and for those in need.
Which is a charity that I believe Misha spearheaded the inception of, and he like helps out and runs it.
Hell
and
yeah,
everything.
dude. I love that show.
Yeah.
You know, I like after this previous season, I won't get into any story stuff, but after this previous season, like going up to the finale and stuff, and I kind of like, I just didn't, you know, I do this with This Is Us as well. I just don't watch it until it's all done, and then I just binge it over like a weekend, you know?
Man.
Huh.
Nothing. It's just, it's got to be better in a sense because there's sometimes like, fucking what happened next?
I know.
Yeah.
But I did that. I just like binged it, and I got to the end, I'm like, man, this has been
What happened next?
14 seasons of this, you know? Like, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there were times where I'm like, that was all right. But then there are also times where I'm like, well, fuck all the story stuff. Like, I've been following these characters for so long, you know? It's gonna be weird, but it's gonna be really interesting to see how they end it. So, yeah. I just remember having that like kind of like, God, man, it's been so long, and we've come to this.
Yeah, I've only just finished season 5, and I'm just loving it.
Yeah,
You
it's
finished season
great.
5?
I just finished it. Yeah,
You like it a lot?
I loved it. Yeah.
Could you see why that'd be a ending to the story?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
originally,
absolutely.
like Eric Kripke's was ended at season 5,
Mhm.
and then they wanted to continue going because it was just a lot of people were watching it and they loved it.
Yeah.
Has one of my favorite moments, I think. Hey, ass butt.
Oh,
Is that
yes.
what it was?
Yeah, that was really good.
The first 5 seasons are really good. Yeah, if you haven't watched Supernatural and you're like, I don't want to watch 15 seasons, just watch the first 5. Watch the first 5, and then you just don't watch the last 10 seconds of the episode.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then
yeah.
you'll be like,
And you
okay,
can end it
cool.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
That's
And
how I've
then
been trying to sell One Piece. Is like, let's just do one arc at a time.
Yeah, but if you're invested, if you're invested with the characters, like just watch the seasons.
Yeah. Just enjoy it for what it is.
I think I had one more thing.
Okay.
Incorrect. I only have this meme,
A meme.
which I don't think is a meme, but just people looking up Eric Whiteley, and apparently
Yeah.
that girl comes up.
I think, well, yeah, that's Rose Huntington Whitley.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
who was
you've
in-
mentioned that before.
She was in Transformers, and she was in Mad Max, the new Mad Max movie, I think.
Really?
She was one of the wives.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, we had talked about how one of my aunts was in this like Facebook game, and it's type last name to the GIF button and see what pops up and reply with that, you know, just to have like random chain comments, you know.
Yeah.
And she did it, and my face popped up, and I'm doing this, and she's like, "What the hell? Why is my nephew on here?" Because I don't think she realized that people had gifted so many things, you know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyway.
there's some gifts out there.
There are.
Well,
There are.
speaking
So it's
of-
me, and it's Rose Huntington Whitley, which is how she says it, even though it's spelled the way I.
Well, maybe
Do it
you're
mine.
saying it wrong, Eric.
It says white.
Before, speaking of the end of an era, you guys are almost done with Dragon Ball Super
Yeah, we have one more episode of Dragon Ball Super.
more?
and a movie.
We do have a movie, but as much as we are definitely going to do the movie, I don't want to sell the finale of the show short by saying like we got 2 more weeks. No, we got 1 more week of Dragon Ball Super and then also a movie because I haven't seen the movie. Broly, we're talking about. I've only seen up to where we're going to be next week, so I don't want to like sell that short and be like, oh, no, next week though, that's when you have to be excited because we're gonna have a great reaction next week with the finale.
Cowboy Bebop Netflix live action.
Yeah, the people. I think I heard about that. They're gonna be doing that. You know, the
Spike's voice will never be Spike.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing too. They've been doing some different Netflix like anime series, and I haven't heard that any of them have been great. You know what I mean?
I watched the Death Note one, and
I heard that Willem
Dafoe
did a
Dafoe
pretty
was
good job.
really good. He was really good as a Shinigami, but everything else was kind of my problems with the Dragon Ball Evolution movie, where it's like, why is Goku in high school? And yeah, Light was in high school, but he didn't care.
No.
This guy cares about like non-god things.
I get you.
But it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't like absolute dog shit, you know. Because I've seen Death Note, it's obviously not as good as that. But if I came in watching it, I'd been like, "Well, that was fucking weird," but that was a fun movie, you know.
Yeah, I get you.
Well, like the thing people say about like Berserk 97 is it's nowhere as good as the manga. I was like, well, yes, but it's a starting point. it's something that if you watch this and you're interested enough, you might go back and see the original. It's the same reason I was excited even after I watched the Michael Bay Transformer movies and thought they were not very good. Like, it's still something maybe people will go back and see the 80s animated movie, or we'll go see the show or something like that.
Or it jumpstarts enough. I'm like, you know what? This could be better.
Sure.
I'm gonna make a good series of this and make a better Berserk anime.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun whenever Kevin Smith's Masters of the Universe comes out on Netflix. He's doing He-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like two things I never expected to cross over. So I'll check that out, because I honestly never really watched Masters of the Universe, but because my brother had all the toys, and he was 6 years older
You
than
know
me,
the characters and stuff.
like those toys just passed down to me, so I made up all these stuff with He-Man. I know the basic story, but I'm excited to kind of get back into that.
and I saw
which-
some people ask. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, by the way, just speaking of Kevin Smith real quick, they did announce that they previously announced they were going to be working on Clerks 3, but that fell through. But they've finally put the pieces together,
To make Clerks
and
3
they're
go
going to be
through.
doing Clerks 3. So that's
I
gonna be
saw
awesome.
a tweet or something about that he had
Yeah.
done, or I don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's really cool. I mean, he has the Jay and Silent Bob movie that's coming, the reboot.
Reboot?
Yeah.
And now a Clerks 3 movie. I don't know if I've ever seen Clerks 2.
I haven't.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Clerks 1.
Clerks 2 is fucking great.
Does Clerks 1 start like black and white or something?
Clerks 1 is all black and
It's
white.
all black
it's
and
all
white.
black
Clerks
and white.
2, if you haven't seen it, I won't say anything.
I've seen
I definitely haven't.
I've
seen
seen one. I remember one scene at a Movies.
Movies.
I've seen one scene at a Movies.
Well, have you seen Dogma?
Yeah, I've seen Dogma.
Because Dogma, the golden calf is the
movie, right?
Yeah, that's the one the angels come in.
That's when they
kill
go in.
everybody.
Like, you didn't tell me, bless you. You know that that scene, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but no, yeah. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about Clerks, but
Yeah,
I need to watch.
I was
those
just
at some point.
excited for that. I mean, he's what else? Kevin. I just had it in my head. Now it's gone. I don't know.
Okay.
Clerks 3 is exciting.
Yeah. Be good. I'm really excited for Jay and Silent Bob because
Yeah.
I've watched the first
Oh.
one of that. So
I know what it is. Do you ever watch Hot Ones? You guys watch Hot Ones?
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I know what
First
you're
We
talking about.
Feast. It's the guy that interviews people with hot wings.
Mhm.
Really funny thing that happened this week is Kevin wanted to be on Hot Wings to promote his movie.
Hot Ones.
Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Hot Ones to promote his movie, and the response they got back was not interested. And he was like, "Motherfucker, all right, I'm just gonna." So he gets Jason Mewes, and they do a show called Not Ones,
Yeah.
where they do the same thing, but they just did it themselves. Like, it's kind of like a joke, being like, "Hey, we're just kind of ribbing you and stuff like that." But they did that, and then the Sean Evans, I think, is the guy that does Hot Ones, like responded back, and it was like, there was like a little bit of a tension, I think, when him being like, that's a lie. We didn't say not interested. We film these far in advance, and sometimes people that call that want to be on the show, well, we can't fit you in this season because we've already booked it all up and stuff, But I think those two finally got together, and they're going to do like a thing called Pot Ones, where they just get high and talk to each other. So that'll be fun.
That's funny.
Yeah, that sounds like something to
I
do.
saw the thumbnail for that, I think, and I was like, "Oh, Kevin Smith was on Hot Ones," and I was like,
yeah.
"Wait a minute, that says Not Ones." I was like, "Wait a minute, it looks like he's kissing Jason Mewes," because I thought it was like Kevin Smith and like some girl or something like that, and I was like, and then I looked more and more. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, it was pretty funny because Jason Mewes, they fuck up the order of the wings, and they do the bomb second.
Oh no.
And they're like, "Oh man," and Kevin's making fun of Jason, being like, "Dude, you were on hardcore drugs. Why does this bother you? You were hardcore into heroin. And I had to get your ass off these drugs. All right, eat the chicken."
That's funny.
That's funny. Yep.
Very good. I saw some people earlier talking about like trailers and stuff from the Arrowverse and whatnot. And
Ooh, yeah.
We're probably not going to be covering any of those because they come back in like a week.
A week or two. Yeah.
So we'll just at this point we'll just wait and watch what they're showing in the trailers in the show.
Yep.
And we'll see it then. So you'll see our reaction to what's in the trailers. That's really cool and hype in the episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been doing that for the last 2 years now. I think we do around whenever Comic-Con has anything.
Yeah.
And then from then on, we just say, "Hey, you don't got to sell the show to us. We don't want the marketing department spoiling things for us."
Maybe we should
Yeah.
watch a Black Lightning trailer though.
Maybe. Maybe. Me and Aaron have been having a discussion about Black Lightning, the last 2 weeks or so. Because I'm like, I didn't love season 2. I really liked season 1, but season 2 wasn't my thing. I don't know if I want to do it this year. And you're like, yeah, but we've already started, it's so rare we just drop something. What have we dropped? We've dropped
Well,
Sword Art Online.
We did that with a bridge, yeah. But that also was like Sword Art Online a bridge.
Yeah.
Like we also like if you want to say like Death Battles, another YouTube series, like we don't do like some of those.
We didn't
but,
necessarily drop those as opposed to just like we kind of changed what we did.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you guys put out Preacher?
We did one Preacher, and then that was more of like just not having time, you know, because we both had jobs and stuff.
So the only one I can really think of is Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking
That just
Dead.
got dropped. That was released like 3 episodes, and then we
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
kept up with it.
But we try to make it as rare as possible.
Yeah.
But like I remember last year being like, man, I don't even know if I want to do them next year. And then with the like, hey, we got like 15 things coming back in the next couple
Yeah.
of weeks.
Did we?
I'm like, maybe we don't. I gotta do Black Lightning. I don't know.
Did we release? Was it True Detective?
I think we did one episode. I think me and Shane did one episode of season 2. I think you guys recorded the first episode of True Detective season 1 like 3 times.
Yeah.
And it never got released. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think we did different groupings of it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think we did one where it was like me and someone, like maybe me and Shane or something like
Yeah.
that. And then I was like, well, fuck, I've already seen it now. We didn't keep doing this. Like, we'll bring in like, then we did like me and Calvin watching it where like, well, I've seen the first episode. And then like,
Yeah.
at one point we watched it in my basement with
Yeah.
you, me, and Melanie on the couch.
Yep.
And we still just never released True Detective.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I should say that like the differences between like Preacher or the Death Battles or, you know, something like that, it wasn't a matter of not enjoying them. You know, it was a matter of we just didn't have the time to do them, and that's
Yeah.
why they got dropped. Whereas,
Yeah.
like, Sword Art Online is we're like, well, I'm not really feeling this, man.
Yeah.
And we all just like, let's not do it anymore.
And
Like,
sometimes
what's
w-
the point of doing it if we're not enjoying it?
Sometimes we'll have individuals drop out of things
Yeah.
that they're not enjoying.
True. Yeah, like Aaron did that with Vikings.
Yeah, I fell out of
yeah.
Vikings. But yeah,
So,
so I don't
it
know.
happens.
We'll see if we do Black Lightning or not. I mean, I pulled the statue and stuff out of the trash that Eric threw away.
I did not throw that statue. My girlfriend got
Nancy
it.
was just talking in the chat. She's
She
shocked.
did it on
She's like,
purpose.
what? I got
That's
you
like when
shirts and that
Shane-
statue for Black
One
Lightning.
time, Shane came over. I don't know if Aaron was there, but came over to swim at my house. And my parents were, my mom and my dad were in at the dinner table eating spaghetti, like dinner. And I came in, like, hey, we're going to use the pool. And Shane comes in and goes, I don't know, Eric. I think it looks pretty good. Implying that I had said, hey, don't eat the spaghetti. It sucks. You know, I was like, yeah, that's not what happened.
It's a thing he does.
Oh, it was so funny.
I've taken a couple questions from chat as we've been going along here.
Oh, okay.
I'm out of stuff unless you guys have anything.
Yeah.
Ever thought of doing comic book or book reviews or read-alongs?
We've definitely thought about, like, book club things.
At least book reviews has been
Yeah.
a thing that I've talked about for like me, Eric, and Shane doing like Star Wars.
Star
books.
Wars ones, yeah.
But I've never thought about comics, really.
Or mangas?
I mean, I don't read a lot.
I think the normies I saw, they did like a read-along of the Avatar comics,
Okay.
which I thought was cool.
Interesting.
You know?
That'd have been cool after we finished Avatar because we had all the Avatar
Yeah.
books, and I've read 2 of them.
Yeah.
Like I did.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, I like that idea of doing that kind of stuff. It's just, it comes down to like, well, do we invest like a lot of time into something like that, or do we try to pick up like a new show people have been asking us about, or what poll do we have coming up? We got to do Demon Slayer now,
Or D&D?
D&D,
It's
you
just-
know?
Yeah.
So it comes down to like, there's only so much time in the day to do stuff, you know?
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
a delicate 20 to 30 sided scale,
Yeah.
and you have to balance all of it out.
See, like the first big hurdle when it came to time was when we got editors. It's
Yeah.
like, holy shit, we can do way more. But I don't think there's another one of those.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
because the thing that happened there was like, oh wow, we don't have to spend have someone spend 4 hours or something every video
Yeah.
to get an Arrow episode up.
And it's like,
so
oh my
now
God,
we can film more, and then we
Literally
went from
more than
having
half my time devoted to Blind Wave
Yeah.
was able to be free. you
yeah,
know?
and then it just went to more Blind Wave videos. So like we
Yeah.
went from having like a video a day or something to now we have like 2 or 3 videos a day. But yeah, I don't know. It would be fun. I'd love to have more podcasts and stuff like that too. Just like I talk about Star Wars stuff related with like me and Eric and Shane, where like maybe we have a book that we talk about on the podcast once a month,
Yeah.
and then we also talk about like the monthly news of Star Wars. But then some of it too is also a lot of the conversation is about like what's coming in the next movies,
And I
what's
wouldn't wanna
coming in
get-
Mandalorian.
Yeah, I
or-
wouldn't want to get into leak talks or spoilers because I know a lot of people like listening to that stuff and good on you, but that, for me, that ruins the movie sometimes. I knew like everything going into episode 3.
really.
Yeah, because I went and read the fucking book, you know? And I was super excited. And I watched the movie, and I loved it. But there was a part of me that's like, oh, man, this was the last Star Wars movie, and I didn't go in, like, obviously I knew that
You didn't go in fresh.
Like I knew it was gonna be Vader. At least I had that.
You know the point it's going to.
Yeah, but there were things about it that I was like, I kind of wish I didn't know that when I watched it.
Well, Eric, you want to know something? It wasn't the last Star Wars movie.
I didn't know that. Spoilers.
Don't read any books for the next movie.
Exactly right.
So, but yeah. So I mean, there's ideas of what we could do. I think the easiest one would probably be like a video game one because it's like a different medium.
Sure.
That we don't have to worry hopefully as much about like spoilers for now like TV shows and movies and stuff that we're doing other content for. The video game one I think is one that could more easily be something that's not going to spoil us, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, there's been talks about all kinds of different ideas of like other content we can do. I'm glad we got the D&D one going now.
Yeah.
Like that's one of my favorite things to do right now.
Yeah, I think everybody's really enjoying that.
And if you're just joining us, there's going to be a live tabletop session on October 31st.
Yep.
Starting somewhere around 2 p.m. We'll know for sure exactly the time when it's going to come, but that's going to be a Trail of Cthulhu adventure.
So it's going to be a one-shot.
Yeah. Yep.
So you can come and watch that. That's all you need. You don't need to have watched previous D&D videos.
Exactly.
Nope. Yeah.
You just come in fresh.
Also,
It'll be resolved in that one day.
I'm going to say this because we only have 30 minutes left. I didn't want it spammed. I'm really curious if that little sound button down below the Twitch stream works on this now because it was open on this computer. So I don't know if anyone's done it.
It's still open.
But it could possibly make a scare sound.
So the Scream stream is still live for the podcast?
Possibly, yeah. Right now.
Why would you say anything?
It was just a
there?
test. I'm just curious. We have half an hour. I'm just curious if it works or
And
not.
so one of Anna's questions was, why are your streams so scary?
Your streams.
It is
just for
Scream Stream
1/12 of the
October.
year.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. I think it's someone that was in like the last 2 yours and Calvin's and has been like Jesus, like these things keep getting me. So, but no, Scream Stream will be going through October. So enjoy. Come Saturday, there'll be some Legend of Zelda.
Yeah,
won't be scary.
Wah, wah, wah.
So.
And another question was, Rick, do you think you'll beat Call of Cthulhu Tuesday? Yes, that is my plan, to beat Call of Cthulhu Tuesday.
Okay.
Tuesday.
Will you guys ever finish Helsing Abridged?
Yeah.
Helsing
I'm sure
Abridged?
we need to do that. I mean, we usually do it around Halloween. We do it like what is up to release or whatever.
Yeah, I think they finished it now, right? Did we do it last year? I think we didn't, right?
I think you're missing one.
We're two. I think there's two out that we haven't done.
Two?
I think they had one come out like around Halloween, and then they had like another one come out shortly after, and we didn't do them because it was after Halloween, and we just didn't sneak them in.
Yeah, we can find some time to do that at some point.
So maybe we can do those and get them done.
That's a pretty non-committal answer.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Now, Eric did not say yes, we are doing them, so don't spam in the chat of like, where is it? You said you were doing it
this year.
And then the last one I have is, Rick, why is your beard red? That's just its color. That's just what it looks like.
Yep, a lot of beards have red in them.
There was a question you took. I was like, why is it red?
So Match Brat did 50 bits and says not a scare sound. Now, it's important that you do it below.
Yeah.
So
through that portal.
Shit!
There it is.
There it is.
It does work.
It does work.
It's right when you said it's important that, and then I was like, important what?
Yeah, so if you just give a bit the normal way, it's not going to do it. But if you scroll down, you will see a widget that you can preview what it's going to be and do it that way, and then it will produce the scares.
Yeah, and you can listen to them too. So this last Scream Stream, we didn't have that. So before you just did tips or bits or whatever, and it just did sounds based on the things, and you guys didn't know what sounds were coming. This, you can also listen to the sounds and see what they are, and then be like, oh, I want to do that one. So
okay,
and then it's like a store, so there's like 100 bits and 500 bits and 1,000 bits. So like they scale up kind of as they get scarier. Yeah. So hopefully you have fun with that.
Thank you.
Well, people can have fun with that while I read through donations.
They can have
bits.
I know Tintin was having a lot of fun last night.
Man, The Last of Us is going to be great tomorrow. 1 p.m.
I should change them up for you, Eric, so you don't know what's coming.
Yeah. It just sounds like it's coming from this direction. I'm like, what the?
Okay. Well, we'll see if people can time it to at the end of every one of these.
Yeah. Now, Frigid Loki says that we need scary animations for the stream. It would help, I guess, for the people watching the stream to get a scare, but typically the player, like one of us, isn't looking, so we're not going to see it until we look later. So it's more the sound that's going to be hitting us. So that's why we did it this way. So
yeah, because the game is in front of us. We're not seeing like we can look over at chat and see it, but we might not see it right when it comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really the sounds that are the thing. Okay. So, let's read these off.
Do it, Rick.
Starting with Agent J, who has resubscribed for 12 months.
Thank you, Agent J.
Alex the Great,
you.
also for 12 months.
Oh, man, Alex, thanks.
1 year.
Night Owl Lenny for 14 months.
Thank you.
Thank you,
you.
Lenny.
Chris Z for 3 months.
Thank you, Chris.
Yes, Chris. Thank you.
Irish Nexus 8 months. Oh shit, what up? It's your boy.
Oh, Nexus.
What's up?
Almost blind wave baby.
Played Overwatch with Nexus.
Rob for 4 months.
Rob. Rob?
He still comes to these?
Rob.
Rope? R-Hop.
Sure.
R-Hop was one of my favorite ones.
Good eye hop.
Yeah, R-Hop.
Top screen with 100 bits.
Top
Thank you, Top
screen.
Screen.
Jack XD subscribed.
Thank you, Jack.
Or Jacques XD.
Jacques.
There's always like that weird delay after you say that because we're always waiting to see that if there's like more of a message.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, now, thank you.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Before you go on to the next one.
I guess I could raise my hand or something.
No, that would be awkward.
Like a Death Note, right? Bam! If the mic wasn't in the way. Ian93 subscribed for 21 months. Hey, Aaron, guess what? Rick said it was all right for me to redeem exercises up to an amount necessary for a slap, since he can't redeem slaps for whatever reason.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I removed it for him because he was going to abuse it.
So guess what? I've got a lot to catch up on.
Awesome.
Says.
It won't let, so like he has enough for a slap, but it won't let him
Yeah.
redeem a slap?
Just
Yeah.
him.
Well, okay. I should try to figure out how to do that to everybody.
I can't figure it out.
That's weird.
Maybe it's some error in the API where his username just glitches it out or something.
He changed his name like a couple months ago, but it wasn't at the same time when he couldn't
Tell
do
you
it.
what, there might be a time soon where we're going to reset Blind Wave Bucks. Maybe to fix it.
Maybe.
Ah,
What was that?
Someone's at the door?
I'll go get it.
Brother Tone has resubscribed for 28 months.
Good commit. You're committing good, Calvin.
28 months is good.
Thank you, Brother Tone.
Why is this sound clip so long?
It's going on forever.
It's also like 20,000 bits.
Is it really?
Or not 2,000, sorry.
20,000. Good lord.
Sorry. It's like 2,000 bits.
I was like, 20,000 for knocking?
That's awesome.
You should go over there and
Thank
get that
you.
man fellatio for 20,000.
Yeah, 20,000. Sorry. 2,000.
Kranich for 3 months.
Thank you.
Thank you, Greenwich.
Thank you, Tranich.
You didn't raise your hand, Rick. I got confused.
Yeah.
King Koopa
Sorry.
with 100 bits.
Well, thank you, King
Koopa.
Koopa. Appreciate it.
Saying for Shane.
He's not here.
We'll give it to his baby.
I wonder how many viewers that got. And that should also work on like the later stream too when people are listening to it. It's like dunk 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 dunk. You're like, what
When
the
it
fuck?
comes out on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, sure.
The first time that ever got me, I was like, I paused whatever I was watching. I was like, because I think I was watching a streamer and it happened. I paused it. And I was like, what? And I went in the bathroom because like the bathroom's right here to my computer, and it sounded like they were knocking on that door. And I went in like, there's no one fucking here. They must be outside. And I went back and I sat down and hit play, and then it knocked from the left side. I was like, what? Someone's fucking with me. And I went outside. I'm like, where are the kids? And I was like, in their bedroom. And I was like, what? And then I was like, fuck, what was I watching? I rewound, played it. It did it to me again.
That's hilarious.
So some people are asking in chat, Shane does not intend to miss any reactions. So he's not going on.
Missing Titans.
Well, yes. But he's not going on like a paternity leave or anything like that. Is the current plan.
Like an
as of
extended
right now.
hiatus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Where did I leave off? I think it was Phenom Taker who resubscribed for 28 months. 28 months? That's spooky.
Spooky. Thank you.
Very, very. Thank you, Phenom Taker. It's considerable.
Explained Hat cheered 500 bits, saying, for the return of Peaky Blinders tonight.
Hey. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. We're looking forward to it.
TX Homeslinger with 100 bits for our man Calvin during this tough period.
Oh, thank
well,
you.
thank you.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to you for sitting in either general or patron chat or whatever it was alone.
Calvin will send you an email and thank.
Send an email.
Redeem slaps.
Aldo Var resubscribed for 5 months.
Thank you, Aldo.
thank
Var.
you.
5 months.
No, I was busy one day, but I saw Homeslinger was in there. And every time I see random people sitting in like a general chat on like Discord, I'm always like, I should just join in and see if someone's there. But maybe they're not there and they're confused and I don't know what's going on.
Sure.
And I was busy. I didn't do it.
Gotcha.
Or it's like Eric after one of our streams, and he never
he
hangs
just
up.
left
He's
it in
just always there.
Yeah.
Ian93 cheered 40 bits.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Pock Sock Fan has subscribed.
Thank you.
Is it Pock Sock?
Pock Sock.
Okay. Thank you, Pock Sock fan.
Thank you.
Did things get really quiet, or is it just me?
No.
Quiet?
Yeah.
The air turned off.
I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Rick.
Hilding97 cheered 100 bits. Hey, it's me with your weekly loving. I have to be honest, I am disappointed about the poll winner, but Demon Slayer does have some awesome animation. Gurren Lagann for life.
Well, thank you for
you.
being nice about it.
Maybe we'll get Garen Lagann in the future.
Maybe.
Maybe so. I like the idea. No, that's okay. So DT3 cheered 10 bits. Eric, are you ready for Triple Force Friday tomorrow? What are you getting first? Also, month away from Mandalorian and Jedi Fallen Order hype.
I know, right?
What was that? Calvin, was that you?
That was me.
I'm like, I don't remember that
You got paid
sound.
for that. No, Force Friday tonight at midnight. I'm super excited. I am going for the Mandalorian Black Series.
Fuck yes.
That's like the bread and butter. That's definitely one I want to get.
That's
Yeah,
one
I love
everyone's
bread
going
and
for.
butter.
And butter is, I love butter.
I'm hungry right now.
Am I going to have to wait any more lines for you, Eric?
No. No. We'll see. Like 2 Force Fridays ago, our Walmart like had an event and they had fucking cupcakes and they
Fuck,
put it
why
out
didn't you
like,
tell me
right
about
at
that?
midnight.
Wait, that's two. What happened last time?
Well, they didn't do shit.
Really?
I went in at midnight, nothing. They're
Well-
like, yeah, come back like at 7 a.m. Maybe they'll be out.
Well,
I'm like, all right.
did you eat their cupcakes last time? Were they upset like one guy came in
No,
and
Aaron, they were
destroyed their whole
cupcakes, and I
event?
didn't eat them.
Like, man, we had a
Now
great...
Aaron looks like the asshole.
Yeah, like the next time they're like, you know what? Fuck it. That guy like just came in here and destroyed everything last time. We don't doing anything.
He was the only one that bought anything.
Yeah.
We're not making him cupcakes.
Yeah.
Just
So.
go to the deli and get cupcakes there, and then when they put the toys out, then just eat your cupcakes.
Okay.
That is insanely sad.
Jeez. Okay.
See, they agree.
I had my mouth opening laughing, and I thought it came from me somehow.
Oh no, I'm screaming
I was like,
again.
oh no.
What have I done?
I've been
like-
playing too much Cthulhu. I'm
It's
going
like when you
insane.
yawn, you should always thumbs up around deaf people so that they know you're not screaming. It's your daily useless life hack.
I had a friend in high school, like in the morning, every time I would yawn, he'd go, "Oh," and he couldn't stop like halfway through a yawn. He got finished. Quit doing that.
That's funny.
All right. Maj Brad resubscribed for 20 months. Have a great day, guys.
Hey, thank you, Match
Madge.
Brat. 20 months.
G. Paul tipped $5.
Thank you,
Thank
G.
you.
Paul.
Thank you, G. Paul.
Very, very generous. Thank you.
Hey guys, quick question. Have any of you seen Whiplash? Actually, I really want to get Whiplash on a poll because it's a movie I've been wanting to watch for a long time. It's got the guy that plays J. Jonah Jameson in it.
J.K. Simmons?
Yes.
I have seen some of it,
Okay.
and it looks awesome. I just never
Why
watched
did
the
you
whole
watch
thing.
some of like?
You're like me,
I don't
Eric.
remember.
Go on a plane?
No, I think someone like hey man, you gotta check out this clip from this, and I watched it. I was like, oh, that looks awesome. I'll have to see the whole movie sometime.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Never heard of it. I don't think.
No, I've heard of it.
You
but
said
I've never-
Whiplash, and I thought of
Whiplash,
the
yeah.
Iron Man villain.
No. I'm out. Yeah, it's about a guy teaching a kid how to be a drummer.
Oh, like Drumline.
Yeah.
No. It's legit my favorite film ever outside of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. If not, then maybe a commentary one day. I know it's unlikely, but it would be amazing.
Yeah, we'll throw
that's
that up
cool.
on the poll sometime.
Madge Brat cheered 50 bits.
Thank you, Match
Thank
Brat.
you, Madge.
Tony with 10 bits.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you,
10
Tony.
Splatoony
Yeah,
Looney
that,
with
that should be his name. It's like Tony 10 bits.
Tony 10 bits.
That would be his mob name.
Splatoony Looney with 25.
Oh,
Thank you, Splatoony Looney.
Ryder has resubscribed for 4 months.
Thank you, Ryder.
Ryder.
Dip with 100 bits. Are you guys going to do Supernatural live?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're working on. So
Tintin Who with 200 bits.
Thank you,
thank you,
Tintin.
1010.
Cosmic Prey with 100 bits. So excited for Scream Stream again this year. Thanks for all your hard work and amazingness that you guys provide.
I hope
Thank
you guys
you.
enjoy it. Like,
Yeah.
I was trying to make sure we had a schedule of people who wanted to play these games. We're okay with getting scared, and like, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted it to be fun. I enjoy it every year. Well, I don't. I do some. It's back and forth.
It's a great undertaking.
Yeah.
Calvin. Star Kid T cheered 100 bits. Babe, we have internet now.
You fool! How did it go so wide?
And finally, Bugle cheered 65 bits. I hope you eventually watch Steins Gate.
Sure, yeah, that's one people
eventually.
talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been on a few polls and stuff, I think, too. And, like, there's several that I know people want.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Demon Slayer, I think, is just... It wasn't on, like, our big poll. And a lot of people have been mentioning it. So we're like, well, we'll throw it on there and see if people want it. And it's coming out on dub soon, so...
Yep.
Hopefully we'll get to it at some point. Cowboy Bebop ends before too long.
Yeah.
You might see some of the similar options that we had on this poll on that poll.
Hunter x Hunter only has like 2 years left. And
Yeah. So I would say, like, when Cowboy Bebop ends, you'll probably see some similar options on there of what you saw this time.
Yep.
And then I don't know how long Demon Slayer ends, but then when that ends, we'll just keep kind of rotating.
Demon Slayer's
those.
like 26
It's like 26.
episodes.
Yeah. So as of right now, like, depending on what kind of takes those slots, they'll just kind of be alternating until Hunter x Hunter ends.
All right. So, redemptions. Some people must not be listening because some of these are for Shane.
Okay.
So, I
Cal
don't know.
said he would
Slap
take
Shane.
Well, he was here for a very short time.
He was.
He was, but this was redeemed 39 minutes ago.
Well,
So,
you fools.
I don't know.
Take their bucks because they were not paying attention. No, I don't know.
All right. So,
Refund.
so Ian redeemed some exercises, but for a slap because he's the one that can.
Okay.
Rick slap Aaron
Okay.
with no further note.
Just
I-
to do it.
Just
Just
do
to
it.
test.
I
That
need
was
nothing more.
Ian.
Yeah.
All right.
Why me?
If you've never seen a podcast, we do this at the end.
It's Thursday. You know what day that is. No! It's Slappabaldi Day!
Oh,
And there we have it.
Gracious me.
Yes.
Put my hat back on.
Brother Tone, Aaron slap Calvin.
Yeah.
Aaron's always getting slapped. Maybe I'm going soft to my old age.
Old age.
Remember when Tone's name was invoked and Aaron would cringe? Yeah. Damn it, Tone.
Fucking guys got package on tone.
All right, let's see it. Oh, great. Googly moogly, Aaron.
Had a good slap to it.
That was high.
So,
That was really.
We all have beards, right? So,
No,
like,
yeah,
do you,
I
do
get
you
it.
slap the beard, you know, or do you go?
I appreciate where you slapped. It was perfect because
I appreciate that.
I appreciate your slap.
so Anna, who has been watching my streams at least, it was funny because she'd get so scared and she'd
Yeah.
have to go away.
Yeah.
She'd come back.
Anna was watching Rick or Calvin, I believe, as well last night during
Yeah.
Blair Witch.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hate these.
There's some pretty scary scenes.
Really?
So-
Good.
It's
I'm
very
looking forward
good.
to being able to play it maybe like next Scream stream.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
really good. Yeah.
I always need more scary games every October.
Gotcha.
I played through a big chunk of them my first year or two.
Yeah.
So she has redeemed some stuff, but unfortunately, all she's done is say a single name. So, for example, she said she redeemed a slap, and the details are Rick. I can only assume that means I slap whoever I want.
Or you slap yourself.
Or you get slapped.
I don't think that was the intention. That doesn't make any sense.
Rick.
Aaron,
It's only
So-
fair to slap yourself because you get to slap someone, but you're also getting slapped.
I should slap myself.
I think that's fair.
All right.
Unless she states what her intentions were in the
So-
chat very quickly.
So this is like a medieval like duel thing to where you like if a guy beats you, you
Aaron
decide what
slapped
prize
Rick.
he gets.
Yeah.
The message says, who gets slapped? And
Yeah.
she answered, Rick.
Okay.
Expecting
Oh.
to later answer a question saying,
By who?
who slaps the person?
Well, I want to redo Blind Way Bucks at some point, and if you guys have ideas for things you want to be able to spend Blind Way Bucks on, let me know over at the Twitch
Discord.
suggestion box on Discord.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's right
She's-
below the Twitch sub channel and the Twitch chat.
So
She
moving
said-
on.
She said, Rick, because you get lost.
Wait, what?
This will
That's
fix
why you're
it.
getting slapped, I
It's
guess.
gonna knock whatever is wrong with you loose.
Just sandwiching like
No,
No.
you can knock someone out doing that.
Oh,
Goodness gracious me!
I wish we could slow that down and see all of the hair on Rick's head stay in place and just
As
his
his head.
skull move.
It's like that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. even though you weren't on camera.
I wasn't on camera. I did a really cool thing. I'm not
did.
gonna do it again.
I did see.
It's
This is the thing too on Twitch. I didn't see where, but there is a beta for channel points,
Yes.
which is instead of doing like the
Channel
Blind Wave Bucks through Stream Elements,
Yeah.
it's the same idea.
Yeah.
But it's integrated into Twitch.
Okay.
So I need to look into that. It's in beta now. I don't know if how we get into it, and I don't know what differences we can do, but they might have some more integrations that can be options than what Stream Elements does. Maybe
So it's different but the same.
it's the same concept.
Gotcha.
But it's Twitch. So they might also
Gotcha.
have like, I don't know. They might have some more things that they can integrate with Twitch that they don't with Stream Elements. Maybe I'll have to look. I need to look into it. I just found out about it yesterday, and then damn it, Aaron just said about it today.
Yeah,
too,
I know
so.
they have something of like temporary emotes or something.
Dang,
Yeah,
brother
that's
Tone.
one thing I liked is like you can use your bucks to get access to the sub emotes temporarily, which is something Stream Elements can't do. So like that's a neat
He
little
said,
thing.
"Don't you dare reset my precious Blind Wave Bucks." He's number 2.
Who?
Tone.
Tone. The only one
Tone.
who has more
There's
Blind
a-
Wave Bucks than him is the Blind Wave account.
Which I think you fixed that. Didn't
No.
you?
No, I mean we are still there, but I think like the other leaderboards it doesn't show, right?
Derek
Okay.
Loran is number 3. I think Jancy is like 4 because like anytime we pop up, she just like turns it on and leaves.
Maggie keeps spinning them during my streams to make me do squats. I had to
Well-
do 40 squats last Tuesday.
That was good.
Is she spinning hers?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, as long as she's not spinning yours. You're like, I work for those.
That'd be terrible too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right. Swagdoor slap Eric for adding logic and consideration into the sub versus dub argument.
Okay.
Who's slapping him?
Swagdoor.
No.
Swagdoor gets
Oh,
to
it
slap
doesn't
him?
say.
All right. Calvin slap him, all right? Or Rick, do you want to slap him? You got slapped 3 times at one time.
No, it's okay.
I feel like this is like Galileo being taken by the church. Do it, Calvin.
I can't reach very well.
That sounded so like donk.
It was a donk. Sorry.
Donk.
Hey, I'm 86.
So Anna redeemed push-ups for Shane, so I'm going to go ahead and refund those.
Okay.
Yeah, refund those.
I'm
He's
not
not
taking
coming back
that boy.
today.
He
We'll
just
make
starts
his-
doing them at the hospital
Yeah, we'll make this
during labor.
We'll make Joy do them.
Yeah, okay.
Maj Brat. Aaron slap Rick for having so much glorious hair.
Okay.
Some of these like reasons are weird,
Go
aren't
for
they?
it.
I feel bad when they were stupid. What was the one?
Hey,
where-
you were going off about his glorious hair this morning.
My favorite was because they blamed you for
Oh, I get it.
for fucking up Fate.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. This is the opposite of slap a baldy day. It's slap a glorious hair down.
Oh, that makes sense.
I get it now. You turned on me, Rick.
Sorry. Oh. Is he gonna cross over? Is he gonna go straight?
This is such a terrible angle. I don't know how to hit him.
Not the back of the hand.
I found out how to hit him.
Rick,
Just
turn
look
your
at me.
face.
Look at me.
Yeah, look at him. There you go.
Ever since that Eric slap, I flinch now.
He's just looking straight at the camera. I'm trying I need to hit him.
Maj Brat, Rick slap Aaron to keep him humble. Love you, Aaron. LOL.
Man.
Humble.
Hey,
Humble.
that slap wasn't that bad.
Oh. You got to do 2 for flinching.
Top screen, Rick slap whoever because of the best shirt.
Yeah, that's a great shirt.
Damn it.
Great
How about
shirt.
this one?
Finally,
How about that one?
Eric is going to have some push-ups.
Okay.
Do you see
my shirt?
Rick, who are you slapping?
I don't know.
Calvin?
I don't think I've ever slapped Calvin before.
Slap Calvin. He's way over here.
I think you have. I seem to remember it. Because your hands froze my face off.
What?
You faked me out. I just opened my eye and you got me.
He's like, oh, he didn't give me back.
Fuck. I was like, why didn't you slap me? And then you immediately slapped me.
10 push-ups.
10. I just want to
2,
barely get
3,
your butt.
4, 5.
There it is.
6.
There it is.
7.
Just barely.
8, 9, 10. Okay.
He kind of blends in with the
with the
tablecloth.
tablecloth.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us for this edition of the Blind Wave Podcast. Eric is going to be streaming The Last of Us tomorrow starting at
1 p.m.
1
Blind Wave Standard Time.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And then Legend of Zelda Saturday, nothing on Sunday, and I get to do Resident Evil 2 on Monday.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, you can get next stream.
All right.
The streams are always like this on Thursday. Wild Molo. Check it out.
So thanks, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.